And we're live. Welcome to Roll for Dameage. We are a fun group of people from Toronto that like to play Dungeons and Dragons and eat food. I'm changing it up this time. It'll be a new one every time. I can't just say things
We're some
anymore.
people who play a game and eat a food.
Yeah, and we're on camera while we do it.
Cool.
All promises kept. So if you like people and you like Dungeons and Dragons
And you like food?
and you like food and you like us, then you're in the right place.
Get out of here, it's wrong place.
Go home, Twitch, you're drunk. So my name is Lily. I will be your dungeon host for this evening. Basically, that means I'm going to be taking you on a guided tour through the world of the Avarian Forest. If you are not yet familiar with the Avarian Forest, I recommend that you take a look in the panels below and check out our world anvil, which will have better formatting later tonight when I take a look at it. Thank you for Pierce Ceramics for pointing out that I could use some formatting help. But, you know, everything's coming together. We're working on things. So joining me today, I have some of my friends, but my main friend that I have here is Gushi Toronto, which is a Japanese curry chicken rice place that maybe you can see. Watch me just dump this all over my laptop right now.
All over your DM screen.
Could be amazing. Unofficial sponsor of the stream tonight, as we are all munching on some.
If you're in Toronto, you should eat it.
Yeah,
You should order it right
yeah,
now.
it's the best.
It's really good.
I wasn't hungry.
On this side of the table, since Jess is not eating, she can introduce herself while we all eat.
Yes. Oh, like just now. Okay.
Yeah.
And you want me to? Okay. I'm Jess. Hi. I play Zara. I wasn't here last week. I was on an airplane, but.
And where was Zara?
Well, I think she collapsed. I actually, so from what I understand, there are some secrets being kept from Zara. So I didn't actually watch the whole stream. Like I didn't watch it back because I kind of wanted to be like in character, and, like in terms of not what I didn't know.
Bree's always keeping secrets from everyone. So.
Yeah,
That's a thing.
Yes, well that I do know. But yeah, so I just didn't watch last week's stream because I wanted to sort of be surprised. But
No metagaming.
yes, no metagaming. But apparently she's on her way with Flynn to meet up with everybody and is about to find out a thing. So
Maybe.
maybe
We'll see.
she won't. I don't know. It depends how I roll, I suppose.
That was crunchy.
That is yes. Okay,
Also
yes,
on this
enjoy-
side of the table.
Hi.
enjoy your food.
No, it's so good. Hi, I'm going to look at you and not look at my food. But it's really good. It's hard not to look at it.
I'm gonna steal your food.
Please, yeah, steal some of my food.
It's not as fun if I get to steal your food
I mean-
without it being stolen.
We got to roll for dex for that. So,
Okay.
Sleight of hand.
how'd it go?
That was an 8, so plus, I think.
Yeah, I
plus
definitely
one,
noticed
9.
it. I definitely noticed it, but I'm
Yeah.
allowing it, so it's fine.
All right, it's fine.
Amanda.
Hey,
tell us
guys.
about yourself.
I'm Amanda. I'm Amanda McKnight. I'm from Toronto as well. I mean, we're all from Toronto. That was a dumb thing to say. Anyways.
Whatever.
I'm doing it. Yeah, today I was at work. I was working at Top 10 Nerd. So also have 2 new videos coming out today. So if you want to go, actually one just went live like 6 minutes ago. So if you guys want to go over to Top 10 Nerd on YouTube as well and show me some love there, hit that subscribe, hit that like. After the stream, or like on a second window, just quickly tap some things. You don't have to watch the videos. You can just blindly love because it's good.
Tell them that.
Promise. Blindly love. And then yeah, while you're over there, also make sure you follow our YouTube, Roll for Dameage, which is also really awesome. Just saying. But yeah, so I do things. I'm an actor and a model and stuff. Hi.
Yay.
No.
Awesome. I'll just delay before we go to this side of the table.
I mean, also there are some other things that I could talk about.
Should I have said where I work or something?
I'm sure. Yeah, say where you work.
I'm a professor at Centennial College.
Yeah, you are.
Yay!
Sure are,
Yeah,
girl.
yeah. I have like a whole PhD that I did on science fiction.
You did.
Get
I
it, girl.
did, and then I was done, and I was not a grad school dropout, unlike my character, which is kind of cool.
Wow.
And you are an actress and model and all kinds of cool things.
I'm not an assassin / prostitute, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately.
I mean, I feel like that's fortunate that you
The chicken
don't
is no
kill
longer
and
falling out of my mouth.
Yeah, you good, Meg?
yes.
It's supposed to go in your mouth. Remember that time on stream where you just like put a sour beet in your mouth and then it just fell?
It did get right in my mouth. I just fully missed my mouth, and it was
That was amazing.
that was on a roll for insight. Check it
Yeah.
out. I think that was episode 2 or 3.
Yeah.
You can check that out and watch that
Happen.
amazing moment.
Tell us about yourself.
Yes, so my name is Megan Gibson. I'm from Toronto as well. I play Harper, the human fighter. I'm an HR professional in Toronto. You can find my social medias on Twitter at MegGibson and on Instagram Meg_Gibson1. And yeah, let's fight some things.
Woo!
Yay!
some things. Let's persuade some things. That's
yes.
more what I do.
Let's do some things and see how we do them.
Let's try not to burn some things.
Yeah,
I feel like that's my
absolutely.
thing right
No burning things. It was on the burn tower last week.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd burn about you burning things.
Irony/meta.
For those of you who are new to the Avarian, they don't like fires.
Yeah. So like a brilliant person, I took Firebolt. That's cool. Good
We
for
didn't
me.
know. It's cool.
That's fine.
Use it in the Avarian.
And I did use it like more than once.
She wasn't there though. That was the one where Cassie wasn't. Well, Cassie was busy performing for the Lystra Nobles.
Oh, right.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well you don't know that. Anyway, go ahead.
Cassie. Miss Maxine.
I'm Maxine. I am not from Toronto. I'm from Finland. We're better at hockey than y'all.
Whoa!
No, that's true. We get a lot of our hockey
Leave.
players from Finland.
Ejected.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's fine.
You're not
All right, we know
sorry.
it. It's okay.
Them's fighting words.
They were.
All right.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Food's really good. Hope you're having a great day and stay tuned.
Yeah. And Maxine is a Roll for Dameage exclusive. You cannot stalk her cute face on social media anywhere. You can only find her here. So be sure to tune in here for more Maxine. The
I love
Max
that
Maxine.
You're totally an exclusive of ours.
Yeah.
You are 100% exclusive.
Yeah. Brand exclusive. And I know one patron in particular. She's kind of a patron exclusive, so she's not available for other patrons to have. Only one of them. Speaking of our patrons, thank you so much to our patrons, Derek and Lynn and Jason and Joe, and we're gonna have to write down
What was
these
it?
names sometime.
There was a new one, Madalena, I think.
Yeah.
Ooh. Magdalena. I'm going to check in my email.
I'm very happy about our patrons. I'm
feel like
sorry
we
I'm not
missed a
great with
LinkedIn.
names. But thank you so much for supporting us and for allowing us to continue doing this.
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina.
Wilhelmina. Which is super lovely. And Amy.
And Amy. Amy? Is that my Amy?
I don't.
Is that my Amy Toxkin?
What?
Let me see.
Wilhelmina
I'll tell you.
Danvers.
Wilhelmina Danvers.
Yeah,
yes.
sorry, I was not.
It's
Anyway.
an awesome name.
Anyway,
Yes, it is a
Could
cool
be our
name.
Amy.
Whoever
Could
you
be
are.
a random Amy.
thank
whoever
you for
you are.
subscribing to our Patreon. If you are also interested in supporting us in a monetary fashion because we like doing this and we want to do more things like this, hit that subscribe button because we are now, Twitch affiliate.
Yay! So exciting.
Streaming. Yeah, you can hit us up with a subscription. You can cheer us on with bits. Eventually, we'll figure out what more of these things mean and what they do. But for now, give them to us,
You
please.
should cheer us eating this chicken. This is really good.
Cheer
the chicken.
I'm good at advertising, guys.
Also, we had a conversation. I feel like in our group chat about like what our like. I don't want to call it fan base because I feel like that's obnoxious, but like what the people who watch should be called. And I think we just decided on like Dame Nation. Or like Eternal Dame Nation.
Ooh. I
So
don't
what do you
remember
think? What do
that
you guys think about being
conversation.
Dame
I
Nation?
remember that. I like
Dame
Dame
Nation.
Nation.
Does that work?
I like
Wow.
Dame Nation.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I think that was a fun idea. So if you want to be part of Dame Nation, you can
Let us know in
totally-
the comments.
Hashtag Dame Nation.
Ha-
Hashtag.
Is this not? This is not a.
I don't know. What's the
Hashtag.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
hashtag?
The-
What is this?
This
This is definitely-
means no. If you
Yeah.
go to Japan and somebody does this to you, that means like they're trying to be really politely telling you you
Or
can't do something.
Wakanda.
Wakanda forever.
Yes, I am not allowed to do that. What, sorry?
You're not allowed to do Wakanda forever? I thought
No,
you were
I mean
always
I'm allowed to do Wakanda forever.
Okay,
Like,
spoiler alert, funny Wakanda Forever story, but spoiler alert, mute this if you haven't seen the latest Avengers movie, but when we were in the
Wait,
theater...
I haven't seen the latest Avengers.
What?
movie.
Wait. Okay, plug your ears.
Okay, so during the part where they, she's still listening, damn it. Do you care about spoilers, Jess?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so it's like not that big of a one. Anyway, big deal for not that big of a story now.
Well,
But
hot.
in the theater, during the newest movie, which I forget what it's called now, Endgame, the part where all of the portals open and then like the Black Panther and like all of Wakanda steps out, somebody in the theater was just like, Wakanda forever! And I was like, yes, it's true,
Wakanda
because they
forever.
were dead and now they're here.
Now they're back.
Anyways,
It's fine. Shuri becomes queen in the comics, and she's pretty awesome as a queen.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was kind of hoping that was going to happen, but then they decided to bring Black Panther back, which is cool, but he can go rule the underworld, and then Shuri can be queen. Anyways, I'm a comic book nerd. Let's continue.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I always like wanted to be a comic book nerd, but I didn't know how to.
Just read comics.
Buy, like you can't like read them online.
Yes,
and I
you
can't
can.
afford them.
Get
Where?
the Marvel app.
Oh, whoa! There's a
If
whole
you're Marvel,
app.
yeah,
There's a
it's like
whole
$12
app.
a month, and you get access to hundreds and hundreds of comics.
Like all of the comics.
Also, Marvel
Like, almost
Unlimited
all, yeah.
sponsor us. Come on.
Wow,
I just did
that's
free
cool.
advertising.
Yeah, it
That's
is really
cool.
quite cool.
It's actually really good.
It is really
There's
awesome.
also some other things that I could share with you that would help you get access to comics
Oh, cool.
that might be slightly
These
illegal.
sound secret.
No, don't do illegal things. Just get the Marvel app.
I mean,
Bree would never do anything.
I'm chaotic
illegal.
neutral, so like your laws.
I just have like a lot of comics in my house. I can just give some to you and
Okay,
like transfer
cool.
them from my house to your house.
I used to read a lot of Archie comics.
Yeah,
Oh, I did too. Oh my god, I grew up on those things.
Who hasn't read Archie?
Okay,
Everybody's
Team
read
Veronica or Team
I'm
Betty?
Well,
Betty.
Wow.
Or Team Cheryl?
Team Veronica.
but you and I
Who's
both
Cheryl?
look like Betty.
Cheryl, she was
We're
the
like, we are
redhead.
Betty, but-
Cheryl Blossom.
Yeah,
Well, also
only
like
know her from-
PhD, studious, ambitious Betty.
yeah, that's
I only know
true.
I
Cheryl
like
Blossom
Veronica.
from-
Veronica was so stylish.
I like
show.
Veronica too, but like I don't know. They all look the same. They just have different hair.
Yeah,
but
true, true,
Yeah.
true.
yeah,
All right.
and Archie was a doof anyway. So like,
Yeah, I don't really understand why they were all into Archie.
Yeah.
I was like super into Jughead. I liked the
That is extremely on brand for you, Lily.
Yes.
I liked the Betty and Jughead spins. Those were. I was like,
Oh.
yeah, fuck.
So you like
Archie,
Riverdale?
Betty. I actually haven't seen it, but I
Oh,
do
you
like
should
that
watch
they are
it.
together in it.
Okay, so please explain to me on Riverdale how there is a family that owns a maple syrup like operation, and that's how they
No,
made all their
can't
money,
explain that
and
to
they
you.
tap the trees in like November.
No, I can't
That's
explain.
not, yeah.
Nothing
it's like
in
the whole thing is
Riverdale-
like before Christmas. It's like the snow is starting, and they're tapping all the trees. And we're like, did they ever talk to a Canadian?
I remember that
Did they talk to
episode, too.
a
I
single
never.
Canadian, any
took the
Canadian,
dots.
or like somebody from
You
Vermont?
can't explain anything.
I mean,
in
like, I
Riverdale.
wouldn't have
None
known
of it
that.
makes
I know,
sense.
but it's just like this bizarre
Alright.
world of like,
My
did
weird
nobody
outfit.
go?
I don't
Did
know either.
nobody go to like the tree tapping thing in March with their class in grade 4? Nobody did.
No.
Hashtag Canadian stream. Anyway, yeah, it just bothered me. I couldn't watch it after that. Of all the things that made me not be able
Of
to watch
all
it, it
the
was
things.
just like, this is
Interesting.
the
I
wrong
love-
time of year for tapping
That was
the
your
trees.
no.
I love that was your thing. I feel like that's so you.
It's not like the murder or like the weirdness or like, it's just like you
Not
don't
Miss
tap
Grundy.
maple trees in
It's
November.
the maple trees.
Oh, the Miss Grundy thing also. Like as a professor, like
Yeah,
as,
I knew
as,
that was gonna get you. I was waiting for you to come
that
back
was
to it.
yeah like as a sort of professor who doesn't look like super old and has students who are like 18 or 19. I like watched that and I was just like, that's disgusting. You don't sleep with your students like
Well,
ever. Like
in
certain,
a
like the, not even your
in a
like not your
TV
high school,
show.
not even your like your
So
college
many
students.
spoilers.
It was
happening?
like episode 2.
Surprise.
What?
No, that was episode 1, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
Yeah,
that's
maybe it was
episode
episode
one.
1. It was like I've spoiled the
That
first
was
like
she,
20 minutes.
super old in the comic?
Yeah, they made
in
her
this
young.
comic, yeah, they made her like young, and
Oh.
they made her kind of look a little like me. Like if I so here, I'm
You
gonna
should
put on my
watch it.
glasses.
You should
We're
play it at
offending my
Riverdale.
Miss
Quebecois
Grundy
friend
vibes, right?
with the
Yeah.
maple
a little
syrup.
bit,
Yeah.
just a little. So like okay, so Miss Grundy vibes, like I was watching this and I was just like, that is gross. You don't sleep with your students. You don't sleep with your high school students. You don't sleep with your college students. You don't even sleep with your students who are older than you. You just don't. That is just horrible. Anyway,
Did you
When
put
I
your
worked-
glasses on?
I did.
And-
Okay.
yeah.
So I don't know if
Anyway,
so
Respect.
when I used to work in the porn industry, when I did not like in the porn industry, but when I worked in the porn broadcasting industry,
Yeah.
that was something that we weren't allowed to air actually
Oh,
because it was
wow.
the
Too
abuse
risque.
of power.
Yeah.
You can't have that teacher student stuff. But we did have
Wow.
like teacher student movies, but we just cut out all of the plot lines where they're actually a teacher and the student, and instead you just show them wearing their like outfits, and you're like they're role playing. And that's how you did that kind of stuff.
I love that. That's the thing. That's like the line for the porn industry.
There's a lot.
In
Well,
Canada?
it's not the porn industry. It's like the broadcasting regulation.
In Canada, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Our broadcasting regulation.
But they'll show
So
Riverdale?
Canadian.
They'll allow like
Riverdale's on Netflix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but,
not on
like, they-
cable. This is the
Oh,
FCC.
this is just
the
right.
cable
Works outside of-
people, right? So you're
Weird.
using-
And now we're learning how streams break rules. Look at that. Streaming
Hmm.
services. And here we are on Twitch breaking some rules.
Are we breaking rules? I don't think we
Well,
are.
I
don't know.
don't, and I'm definitely.
We're not
that
planning
old.
on breaking any rules, but I just want to make it sound like we're like,
We're cool.
We're cool.
Keep watching us.
we could break some rules, guys. If we
Rebel.
want.
Speaking of
We
us
don't want
being
to,
cool,
We could.
Uh-huh.
why don't we get started with that thing that we do?
Yeah, let's
which
do
is
that
this
thing.
Even like the actual
Yeah.
game that we're supposed to be playing.
Yeah.
On,
I guess
on
we can do
internet.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I suppose.
That was some good intro, but
Yeah.
let us dive in to a fun-filled session
Let
in
us.
the world of Avarian. Okay, guess what, guys? I wrote a thing. So,
Oh my god, a thing.
upon waking, you are greeted with the dim view of a stony ceiling above you. A light globe shines in the corner, illuminating the small cavern that is your temporary bedroom. Your friends are in the rooms next to yours, each in their own little cave bubbles. You all know that Zara arrived sometime last night, but it's hard to discern time in this underground world. Despite the sunshine and fresh air being so close to you, it still feels as though you're being buried underneath the weight of the mountain. All through the night, you heard people moving past your room, speaking in urgent whispered tones as they waged war against the corrupted, who, as you remember from our last session, are slowly making their way up the corridors of the mountain and into the dwarven encampment that is there. So, you awake. You are greeted by that ceiling above you, and also there is a note by your bedside that just instructs you to, at your leisure, gather your friends, group up, and head to the trophy room where you were last night to continue speaking to Burkor Don Lowa.
Do I have to read this note to the party members? Do you guys read?
Yeah, Cassie
You don't
doesn't read.
You read.
You're all in separate
mean,
little
yeah,
like
good
cubby
enough.
bedrooms though, but they're all like right next to each other, so you could just like stick your head out. and
Okay.
see.
Am I in one as well?
Yes.
Okay.
You would have arrived late in the night, probably sometime around like 3 a.m. kind of thing.
So I'm probably still sleeping. 'Cause I'm
Possibly.
exhausted. I don't know. What time is it?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell time down here.
Fair.
They probably all would have woken up at, I'd say, around 9 a.m. because they went to bed at a reasonable time, most likely. Cassie probably would have just kept sleeping forever if
Yeah,
you
'cause
left
that's her
her.
thing.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Bree didn't sleep very well because she was just sort of like feeling like she was trapped in like a spot that would have probably been similar to this. So she's probably woke up like
A little
super.
claustrophobic now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Little remnants of claustrophobia. I'm sure Bree is normally used to being in like pretty tight spaces.
She is like,
She doesn't mind a tight space, but she had a very controversial, she was kind of trapped like under like the ground. So I don't think she liked that. So now she feels differently about tight spaces. Mixed feelings.
so would you have gone to like look for your friends like at first?
No, she probably want to wake people up. So she's probably like just chilling, but then like when is the note like outside the room?
It's like on a small nightstand before you. So essentially how it works in the Lowa caves is they all have these light globes that are just like glass
Right.
globes with light in them, but
'Cause
they're
there's no
magically, they're magically altered so they, shine with the daylight
Light
and
of
then
the
like
sun.
fade. Yeah.
So Bree like probably got up at around like I want to say like we went to bed at like 9. I want to say Bree probably got up at like 4 or something like weird time. So would she have been there when they like left the note, or the note would have already still been there?
You probably drifted in and out, so
Okay.
like you just know that the note was
So it just
there.
like was there, and then I was like, oh, what's this? Okay, so Bree probably waited until like a reasonable time. So you said it's like 9 now, so she'd probably go and try to wake people up. So yeah, Bree's gonna be like,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
you guys awake?
Harper's already
Wake up.
awake and dressed and has done her morning routine of her crunches and lunges and
Okay.
burpees and.
Does Bree see this as she's coming into the?
Yeah,
Do I,
she's
like, see
probably
you, like,
just
finish-
finishing her. She's probably doing like a cool down, just like seated and. I don't know yoga poses, but just like cross-legged on
Lotus?
the floor. Just yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Bree's gonna like lean on the doorway, and she's going to say to Harper, "Are you feeling okay?"
Oh yeah, just good morning. Yeah, I'm saying that, and yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
Are you sore from yesterday at all, or are you?
My leg's still a little bit sore, but nothing I can't walk off.
Wonder if they have maybe something for the. Give you anything for the pain? That was pretty. It's a pretty impressive fight yesterday.
I think I had an
Not gonna
ice
lie.
bath, didn't I?
Mhm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had an ice bath that really helped and
Okay.
helped me sleep as well. So,
Good.
yeah, no, I should be okay.
There was this note that was left here. Right
Oh.
past this, you know.
Yeah, read it over. Oh yeah, is anyone else awake then?
I don't know. I figured you'd probably be one of the early risers, and then I figured I think Zara's actually here. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you maybe want to go. If you want to go wake her up, I can go. I don't know. Try to drag Cassie out of bed. She's probably still asleep.
Yeah. I'll probably meet you there then.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Cool.
So Harper's gonna go knock. I assume I know they left Zara
Yeah,
nearby.
it's super easy. They just
Yeah.
put 4 bedrooms next to each other.
Okay. I'm gonna like knock on the. It's like a cave, so there's not really a door.
Yeah, it's
so
like
just
an
knock on
archway.
the wall of like, Zara.
The light
Zara-
globe illuminates as you enter the room.
Zara.
What?
Morning. Welcome to the Lowa Clan.
Oh.
Hi.
Sorry. I
What
just
time did
woke
you get in last night? Well, it must have been
up.
late.
Really late. Really late. I'm sorry. Sorry about my appearance. I'm just, it's.
Oh no, you look beautiful as always.
Zara, roll me a con saving throw, please.
Okay. That would be a 2 plus not very much.
All right,
I
cool,
think plus
cool,
0. Cool.
As you open your eyes and you're greeted by Harper's knocking on the door and her questions, you immediately realize you did not get enough sleep last night. You traveled through the night with Flynn, and Flynn was all aflutter with their discoveries and stories of the Lowa clan and filling you in, but conveniently not saying anything about Harper whatsoever, but just all of the other things they talk about. But you got in last night and you are exhausted, and you will have 1 point of exhaustion until your next long rest.
Okay, what does that mean?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
On any ability check?
Yeah, because you're tired.
Hey, that's like the entire first 5 years of my daughter's life. But in game.
Yep.
Yay,
Cool.
role play.
Cool. That's easy to role play.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
So I'm really tired and I'm sorry and but I'm glad to be here. Are you okay? How
Yeah.
are you okay? You're okay?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm good.
You look okay.
Yeah,
You look good.
no, I slept well. Did Flynn brought you in, right? Did they tell you anything about our travel in or anything?
Not really. She told me a lot about who these people are,
Yeah.
but not much about you guys. But
Okay, yeah. It was uneventful. I was just wondering. Why don't we get breakfast?
Sure.
Don Lowa wants to meet us when we can.
Okay, I don't even know if I'm hungry. I'm just okay. All right, you know what? You invite me to breakfast, I'll go to breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, just let me get dressed, okay?
Oh yeah, definitely take your time. Maybe we'll get some water into you. Liquids tend to help wake me up at least, if that helps.
Yeah. Is there
They
coffee?
throw it in
Is
your
there
face
coffee?
after the fight.
Is there coffee in the Avarian? Please say
Yeah,
yes.
there will be a cafe.
Okay. All right, but something. I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm fine. I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah, I'll take your time. I'm gonna make sure Bray got Cassie out.
Meanwhile, in Cassie's room,
So Bree's gonna is the door locked or is the door?
no, it's just an archway.
Yeah, it's just an archway. Okay, cool. So Bree sneaks into the room.
Roll for stealth, I guess.
Yeah.
6.
Okay.
But-
Cassie's fully asleep anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
And then she whispers, Cassie. And
I don't
then
hear anything.
Bree jumps on the bed and shouts, Cassie! And starts jumping on the bed and swishing her tail around.
Okay, so I'm pissed. Then take my pillow and I'm just like, no. And I just hurl it.
You're trying to hit me with the pillow? You're just throwing the
Like
pillow.
just at the source. I'm just gonna hurl it.
Roll
at the
to
source.
attack.
Yes.
Can I roll to dodge the pillow? My dex?
No, it'll be your AC.
Are we
Is this,
PvPing a pillow fight right now?
Yeah, apparently.
That's
my
where my
God.
AC is so low for someone
Okay.
with such high dexterity.
13?
13. I think that's
My
still
AC is
beats-
14.
No, okay. Bree manages to dodge out of the way as you throw the pillow at her.
I flip around, put the duvet over my head, and I just go back to sleep.
Can I try to catch the pillow?
Here it's
and
called a
hit her?
dwarve.
Oh, my.
A dwarf.
Okay, I see that. I take the
What did
dwarve.
you want to do?
Can I catch the pillow and then try to like hit Cassie like repeatedly on the head with it? Not hard, just slightly.
Yeah, roll to catch. So give me a dex check.
Yeah, so that's 14, 17.
Yeah, I think that'll hit.
18.
18? No. it
Oh,
won't hit.
what?
Be-
I don't hit, but I catch the pillow.
Cassie's dwarve. Just
Fucking-
yeah.
Dwarf.
All right. Bree's going to see if she can tickle Cassie awake.
Oh no, not this again.
Have I been tickled before?
Yeah, I think she used this to wake you up another time before too.
It
earlier in
worked.
the stream.
Yeah,
It
last
did.
He
time.
doesn't like being tickled.
Maybe this is
Just like how I don't
like
like.
a tiefling, like,
a
like
tiefling.
I think it
culture
is.
thing.
Yeah, I think it really is. Or at least these two tieflings have now made it canon in their culture.
I wake up at noon.
Yeah. If Cassie and Bree end up being related, then this will all make a lot more sense. But I don't think they're related.
Bree just wants to be related to everyone, just like adopting sons and like.
Bree just wants a family.
Yeah, aw. So does Cassie. Cassie, something happened with Cassie's family.
Oh my goodness.
But you have to
That's
watch
tough.
Roll for Insight to know what it is.
Secrets.
Or well, it'll come up in stream sometime.
Right,
As
so
this
I'm
is
gonna
happening and you guys are having your pillow fight and you two are about to embark to go in search of breakfast, you hear thundering down the corridors, a clang, 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 and it sounds like it's echoing and reverberating off all of the walls as well, and just, and you hear voices in the distance shouting, and as you like look outside into the hallway, you see at the end of your hallway, another connecting hallway, a bunch of bodies rushing past as a war cry is answered.
Shit.
I grab the hilt of my sword. Are we going, folks?
Yeah, I guess so.
I thought we were supposed to be having breakfast.
Yeah, but lives are in danger, right?
Yeah, but I feel like we saved a lot of lives yesterday.
Wait, you did what?
Lives that we
Courageous
didn't even really need to save, some would say.
I'm picturing you guys are still both in your rooms, like, and just yelling at each
Yeah.
other out into the corridor.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like if there was a woman that was maybe in charge of what we did, she would even argue that, like, we didn't even have to do that yesterday. We went out of our way. Just a thought. That would be a
What
crazy reality.
What are
but-
you talking about? I
I'm
thought you
just
said
talking
it was uneventful.
I had some weird dreams, guys.
Oh my god.
Okay,
that's-
why don't we just meet Burkor then?
Okay, yeah, I think that's probably a better idea. But we should probably go. We can ask what's up while we're there.
Okay.
Cassie?
Does the war cry wake me up?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
You're already awake because Bree's
Alright.
been jumping on your bed, but
I'm assuming Bree's still on your bed talking. Just
yeah. Just standing over Cassie and yelling out into the hallway.
So I'm gonna roll out of bed and I'm gonna glare at you. I'm like, I said noon. It's not noon. Don't wake me up. That wasn't nice.
I don't know
and
what
then
time it is.
grab the dwarve. I don't care if you're on it. And I just wrap it on me and I just like stomp out the room.
Oh my god. And then so I must see Cassie like stomping.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you mad?
She woke me up and it's not even noon yet,
But,
right?
like, can you but what's going on outside? Like there's something going on. Like you have to get up. We have to get up. Don't we have to get up?
Oh.
Yeah. Like people are yelling. There's breakfast.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah.
get some, we'll
In
get
the
some
background,
coffee.
you guys are having this like nice little conversation in the background. It's, two arms!
my God.
Man the front gate!
Oh my God.
Okay.
yeah, we should definitely
My
go.
hand's
Oh,
still
I
just
guess
like
we
on
have to go
my
and-
sword.
Crowdin! To the front gate! They're falling! They're falling!
I guess we have to go and.
Oh shit.
Alright, I'm gonna grab my spell book and just just drag myself out of bed and hide behind just.
You
walk
all
behind
rush
Harper.
into the corridor and just sort of like tag along behind the very short like contingent of dwarves just like marching their way. You can see over all of their heads. And what you see at the end of the hallway is this like sickly bright green light, and the hallway like opens up into like what looks like a bigger chamber. The ceiling is a little taller, and there's this bright green light on the walls with these silhouettes, and you can see them like battling to something. You know that something is happening there, but this is a T intersection, and Burkor's throne room is the other way. Which way do you want to go?
I'm just like looking down the hallway with the fight in it. Can I see what they're fighting, or like?
No, it's just like you don't even see them really. You're seeing like a light, and silhouette on the wall.
Okay.
All right, let's go to breakfast.
Does it seem like they
Wait.
like there are enough dwarves to
There are a
like,
lot of dwarves in front of you.
like
yeah.
like so
They're
it
marching
seems like
along.
they've probably got it in hand and
Yeah.
don't need like pew pew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you'd say that. I mean, like, there's a bunch of dwarves marching in that direction. They're all kind of like screaming orders, but it doesn't sound dire yet.
All right, I think they've got. Let's just. We're supposed to go meet this guy. Let's go meet this guy. Like,
Okay. As we're walking, I just keep looking back as well, but I'm walking.
Okay, cool. You keep an eye on it. They round the corner and you see like more shadows like jump up into the fray, and everything seems to be fine enough. So you make your way to the throne room, the trophy room that you were in yesterday. Zara, this is your first time in this room, but essentially it's like a hunting trophy room with all of the heads around and stuff. Burkor is a young Viz of the Lowa clan. He's a little like slimmer than most dwarves, has a very like youthful face. He is not going to have the same accent that he had last time because it was not good.
It was fine. Don't listen to the haters.
It was me that was like, I hate this and I don't want to do this accent anymore.
He was
So,
Scottish last time, right?
he was kind of a bad Brad Pitt from Snatch kind of voice. Had a bit of a pikey accent.
that's really hard to do though.
It's
Yeah,
a really
like-
hard accent.
Yeah, it's rough because you'd think it would be easier to do, but it's just really hard. To
Yeah, he did a
Yeah.
good job on that. And I'm not, so he's not going to have that accent. So overnight, all of the Lowa dwarves, they just like gave up their accents and now they're just normal. Because I can't do a Scottish accent either, because fun fact, I can't roll my R's.
Yeah,
Oh,
Scotland's not hard one to do. I had to
Don't
do,
mock me.
Let's all show you how we can.
I had to do a Scottish accent for an audition like a couple weeks ago, and I had to like learn one overnight, and it was
Can we hear it?
my Scottish accent.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, so I'm from Scotland, and I grew up there.
Oh, that's
I've
pretty
been
good.
living
Grew- yeah.
Yes, grew up there, and I've been living there my whole life.
Grew
So
up.
it's
Pretty good.
But I am normally used to having an Irish accent, so my Scottish I find always sounds kind of similar to that. But,
No, but it's really
yeah,
good.
But it's not bad.
Yeah.
For something I had to do overnight, it's not bad. But
That's
really
needs
good.
more work, so I feel you.
I don't practice any of my accents almost ever. I just do them.
We should just have a fun stream where we do accents.
We should.
Roll for insight.
I love
Roll for accents?
I love accent play.
I can only do a shitty Chinese one.
Anywho,
All right, so he's there.
you walk into the trophy room and he's there and there's a number of, again, he's like surrounded by advisors. You notice that he always seems to have like an entourage with him of people just pushing papers at him and like trying to give him advice and this and that. He definitely looks sort of like weary and overwhelmed right now. As you enter the room, he waves you over and at the same time like signs another piece of paper and like dismisses another person that goes running off in a direction. And you see that Wynn Rustfire is not here right now either, so he does seem a little bit more overwhelmed than he normally is. As you approach, he's just says, please wait a moment. Yes. Hello. I hope you weren't disturbed too much by the ruckus that's going around. Things are becoming quite dire, and I know I said I'd give you some time to rest and for Zara to recuperate, but I don't know who to turn to right now. When you defeated that giant yesterday, it really inspired a lot of the men and the people, and we just need more of that. We need to rid these tunnels of the corruption. Please say you'll help me.
I mean, I know that our arrival did feel like we pretty much single-handedly defeated a giant. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration, but I appreciate that.
As you say that, you see his face sort of like crumple just ever so slightly. Not like, but it was like, that was like the straw that broke his back, because he's just been like overwhelmed with like advisors and war efforts and all this stuff. And he doesn't let it show too much because he is the Viz after all. He has to be a face of strength. But he says, perhaps your strength is not what I thought it was, but perhaps
I mean,
as
if
well.
there's any way we can be of service, I just feel like humble people that we are, just coming into this abode does not mean that we defeated a giant per se.
Well,
I mean,
I'm really confused.
Bree, if I may interject.
Yes.
Now, it seems like you're in need of a hero, and we are the heroes that you need. We have the strength that I feel like you require. We are quite powerful.
Some
We
would
can
say
do
the
it.
strength to defeat a giant, though. Like I said, could be an exaggeration. Just saying.
What? I feel like. Can I talk to you for a second? Any of you?
We're kind of in the middle of something right now, Sarah.
Burkor is just like,
everything's fine.
We'll
Yeah.
I'll catch
can
you up
do this,
later.
though.
I'll
We
catch.
got this, right?
Yeah.
right now.
Totally.
as you guys are lauding yourselves as heroes and sort of selling yourselves on that, you notice that behind Burkor, on his left-hand side, is another dwarf that's got like a very large, grand, dark beard and like pale blue eyes and black and white peppered hair, and he's like nodding along with the things that you're saying. And when one of you makes eye contact with him, he gives like not a smile, but like a warmth in the eyes and like a nod.
He's Santa Claus.
Aw. His beard's not white though, it's like dark. He's like very dark with like pepperedness
Oh, okay.
in it.
This is like a slightly younger Santa Claus.
Yeah. Santa in his
Adorable.
prime days.
Like Yorkdale Hot Santa?
Like what?
Like Grandpa?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
God.
Like, is he hot?
That's
like
what
Like
Hot
Billy
Santa?
Bob Thornton?
No, like remember like Yorkdale did the whole
Fashion
like
Santa.
Fashion Santa thing?
Ugh.
Oh
It's
no.
weird.
No.
I
I
don't
think it's
remember
weird.
that.
He's more of like just jovial man.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Not
so
hot,
He just
okay,
looks
not okay.
not hot.
Just
Kindly.
not hot, just Santa. Okay, got it. Yeah.
But yeah, he's like nodding and seems supportive. Burkor just says like, yes, of course I can't put all of the pressure of my clan onto you, and I apologize for doing so. The Avari Druids sent you to me, and that means a lot to me, despite us not being that close with the Avari Druids. We don't produce a lot of Druids ourselves, but it just felt like the timing, everything's been falling apart. The lower corridors have been, there's been a
What do you want us
rush
to
of-
do?
There's a rush
Just
of-
relax.
Thank you.
Just take a breath.
There's
Okay.
no shame in asking for help when you need it.
Thank you.
We're here to help.
But I am the Viz, so here's what I can tell you. In the lower corridors, monsters have always been a problem. They come in from the various openings in the mountains below, but they've never been particularly aggressive or difficult to deal with. Lately, however, they've changed. As you've seen yesterday, they've been corrupted by something similar to what I think happened in Mariki's Glade, with the rotting and the vines
yeah.
and all of that. There are a few neighborhoods that we have settled down below, closer to the corridors, and they've been overrun lately with monsters. He looks around at the advisors behind him, and he just kind of says something to them quietly in Dwarvish. The man who was standing there, like, and had nodded at you guys, listens to his viz, and then gives you all an appraising look before he jerks his head once, and they all file out of the room. Burkor leans in a little closer and looks at everyone and says, "There are monsters in the corridors, but there are also monsters in my court. We have reason to believe that the entrance to the corridors was breached because a traitor revealed a secret tunnel. But I tell you this with utmost confidence. This tunnel, nobody outside of the Lowa clan knows of it. And many of my advisors disagree with me telling you about it, but you have done us a great service, and I believe I can trust you. I do trust you."
Why would someone give up a secret about that tunnel?
I can't say. There's a number of possibilities. There's You may know, you may have heard your time here. The Lowa clan, we change out our polis every so often. There is to be another choosing soon, and there have been some factions that have sprung up because of this.
Is there someone that has more loyalty than you?
There are a few people who have differing views on the future of the Lowa clan who are running for the next polis.
Do any of them involve leaving the area that you're in?
Make me an insight check.
Insight. My insight's terrible. I want to investigate things. That's a 5, so no.
Yeah, he shakes his head and he says, there's always talk of leaving the mountain through different people, but my advisors, they're strong on what they want, but they are divided on how we feel about the other clans.
Do you know all of the people who knew about the tunnel?
Yes.
Okay, so if you have a list of those people, then is there anybody in particular you suspect?
I'm afraid to suspect anyone too closely. My parents died from a young age, and I was elected as Viz for reasons I'm not entirely sure about, to be honest. His voice wavers a little bit as he says that, the exhaustion just like taking hold of his face, and he seems very young and alone in this moment. And he says, but there are 3 people in particular who are running for polis and are close advisors who have known about this secret tunnel. Durin, Don Lowa, who was here a moment ago, he is a kind man. I can't say particularly that I trust him wholeheartedly. However, he has been a good advisor,
What about that woman that was here yesterday?
Win Rustfire. She is my military commander. She has no interest in politics, only in keeping the dwarf clan safe.
But, okay, so...
There is another woman who is also a militial type. Her name is Nesva. She is currently one of the people supervising the infestation below and in that neighborhood that I told you about. She very much believes that she should have been Polis, I think, from what people tell me.
Does she know about the tunnel?
Yes, all of these people know about the tunnel.
So, I mean, so she's been involved in keeping the infestation down. The other one, what was the name of the first?
Durin.
So she's your commander. I mean, I suppose
Durin was the
Win.
gentleman who was
Win
here.
is the commander. So,
Yep.
I mean, I'm just thinking, if they want to keep their jobs, there's got to be a fight with somebody, or else having a military commander doesn't really make a lot of sense, does it?
Perhaps, but Win has been my friend since I was born. She was close friends with my parents, and that is just her position. There's always, even if there's no wars or battles, military serves a number of functions, especially a trusted advisor.
Especially in such
her.
a secretive place.
Mm-hmm.
We did meet Win yesterday, and they seem to be a trusted type.
Okay.
Who's the third person that is also running for Polis?
Oh, yes. Bardora Parloa. Bardora was originally part of the Altium clan, who you may have encountered already, but he left wanting to return to his roots and come back to the Lowa. I must say that Bardora is very dwarf positive, shall I say, and not as friendly about asking the other clans for assistance. It's been difficult. There's been a big decision, a lot of infighting happening currently about whether or not we reach out to the clans and allow them to assist us with wiping out the corruption, especially because doing so would have to then reveal the existence of the secret tunnel. and people are very against that.
Are you sure that this is coming through the secret tunnel? Is this you're absolutely positive?
We are positive. It is something to do with that tunnel because he looks very uncomfortable right now. Roll for insight.
Okay. That'll be 11 plus. That was 11 plus 6, I suppose. Oh no, I have a disadvantage because I'm tired. That is, so it'll that's an 18 plus whatever. So 11 plus 6 is 17.
17. He seems very nervous now that he's like, it's like you're poking something sensitive here.
Is he looking anywhere in particular, or
Kind of all around, kind of at all of you, but like not, like he looks like a nervous young man
Okay.
who
So
perhaps
I
is
can
not used to
investigate.
speaking to such attractive women.
well, I mean, okay.
Especially ones who are gonna like save his ass and his kingdom and his
Some already
everything.
have, so.
So he's nervous when I'm asking about whether I'm sure that it's come up through the tunnel.
Yeah, this tunnel in particular seems to be a sensitive issue for him.
Right. I wonder why.
Burkor, let me begin by thanking you for telling us this information, and I assure you we can be trusted. Just point us towards the monsters, and we'll deal with them.
maybe there's someone that you trust that could take us down to this place?
Yeah. Can we shut the tunnel? Like, can we just close it back off again? Like, is that's another thing that maybe we should
When
do?
you say that, it's like all of the blood drains from his face. Like his eyes just go like super big, and he's just like he like freezes. Like, oh, no, that the tunnel has been part of our history and our clan for centuries. We could not. It's been you.
Why
Obviously,
is it there?
it's been very important to you.
It's more
It is
important.
very important.
What
Yeah.
have you been? What's it used for?
It's used for. It's an escape tunnel.
Oh, to where?
It to another place outside of this mountain.
To the outside of the forest?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna
No.
stop. I'm gonna stop prying now because I'm gonna. I don't want to break him. That's interesting.
Well, if you have someone that can take us there, then I'm sure
Yes,
we could help you.
Yes, thank you. And
You could-
there's
you could
like
blindfold
knocking
us
at
if
the
you feel like
doors
that's
again
better.
as more of the advisor trying to come in. He says, Durin, you can speak to Durin, and Durin will show you to the lower corridors. And as
Does he seem like he's trying to hide something from us that could hurt us?
roll for insight again.
Okay. That is a. I'm sure that'll be the lower roll. Yeah, it's 10.
He seems as though he is nervous about, like, you understand that there's like a huge mantle of responsibility that's been placed onto this very young man, and he isn't trying to like. It's like he's torn between wanting to tell you and wanting to keep it a secret because it is expected of him to keep it a secret.
Oh, so he wants so badly to tell us, but he feels like he can't.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. So I will try to get his trust.
Yes, Durin will take you, and Nesva and Bardora should both be down there. They're working on the defense plans. Just please be careful, friends. And I do have something for you, but this was a very controversial decision. But I, as Viz, decided that you should be given help for your help with us. And I hope that these gifts will be enjoyed by you and aid you in your quests. They are special stones from... They're magical stones mined in the deepest depths of our clan.
Wow.
We do not have much jewelry creating abilities, but you are welcome to. As you all touch them and take hold of them, you feel powers radiating into you. Everything feels like it was made for your hands and set to be part of you. And they all give you 1 level up.
Oh my gosh! Ah!
Yeah.
They also
So we're level 5?
Oh my gosh! Okay, we're
And-
gonna have to do all our level up stuff during the break, I suppose.
they also will do other things. You sense that they have further powers, but they will require attunement.
Yeah.
How do I wear it? How do I wear it?
So basically, I just put them on whatever because I didn't know how to whatever. But you guys are free to do whatever you want with them. You can keep them on those ribbons. You can put them on new like chains or accessorize them however you want. If you lose it though, you're gonna lose a level.
cool.
Like if we lose it in real life?
Okay.
Or in the game.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna.
Try not to lose it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
It's like this little like Cthulhu dude.
Yeah.
Kraken dice bags.
Oh my gosh.
I'm rolling with some Kraken dice today. Black magic and amethyst.
Ooh.
Sparkles. Yeah, so he nervously looks very awkward as you all appreciate your jewelry and pretty stones. And he's just like,
He
they,
just bought us all jewelry.
yeah, basically.
Wow.
You know what? I mean,
He knows how to impress.
good for him.
All right. Well, yeah. I think we got this. I feel like we can handle whatever you're throwing at us. So show us the way. We got this. Don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you. He straightens his shoulders a little bit and puts on a brave smile
Aw.
that mostly makes it. And he's like, I must attend to, there's more giants invading outside, but if only we had your services again, Giant Slayer. But we will later. Durin, he calls out and the door opens and Durin appears again. He nods at you and sort of like jerks his head in a follow me. It's not like a rude way. He just, he's just kind of like nods and escorts you out of the room. He doesn't say anything as you're in the hallway. He just starts walking down to where you're going. After walking for a couple of minutes, you're following a series of stone hallways. All around you, there are people dressed in armor, running around, dealing with different things. As you go lower and descend down deeper into the mountain, there starts to be on the walls like just spots of strange corruption, that sickly bright green light. You notice that there are some like pustules that seem to be glowing with it and casting this very strange light everywhere.
Yeah.
As you go lower as well, the smell is just getting like worse and worse. That rotting, putrid infestation just now suffusing your entire like body and nose.
Do we notice like anywhere that it's like specifically coming from? Is it coming from like the top or the ground or?
You kind of just see them all along the walls, like definitely in the like crevices of the walls more so than like the flat of the wall, if that makes sense.
Crevices.
Would I be able to sense anything with either the Alfei blood or the Avari druidness?
No, it's within the forest, but it's without the forest because now you're in a mountain sort of setting.
Oh right, so it's like stone between you and the forest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Would I have any would I feel uncomfortable about that, like being away from the forest?
Probably like a slight discomfort of like missing something.
Right.
Which is weird because you spent most of your life outside of the forest, but maybe you've always had this feeling of just ever so slightly missing something. But now you can understand once you have found the thing that you were missing and then now it's missing again, it is more apparent.
That's deep.
Deep in the mountain.
What? So also while we're walking, Harper,
Yes, Zara?
what are they talking about with the giant?
Okay, so I didn't tell you because I knew you were going to be mad and don't make a big deal out of it. But so when we first came up, there was this big frost giant that was like killing innocent dwarves and they told us to run, but I didn't run and then I killed it. And though also Cassie cast this spell that paralyzed it, and it was corrupted, and I saved a lot of lives, and it wasn't reckless at all, and even though Bree told me it was, and I should have run, but I didn't, and it was dumb, but I have to fight, and I have to save people,
That's so cool.
It was awesome.
That's so cool. I wish I'd been here to see it.
It was pretty cool.
And you saved so many people.
You're not mad?
Why would I be mad? You saved so many people.
I don't know.
That's
I thought you
amazing.
did
Like,
that.
well, think about it. You usually, when you're fighting, usually it's just for like for entertainment of other people. But like, you got to use your skills for saving people. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I figured you can handle it, right? Like, I figured you're not going to do anything you can't handle.
Yeah, it felt really good. Thank
That's
you for
awesome.
understanding.
I'm really proud of you.
For the first time, Durin turns his head slightly and looks back at all of you and he says, it was cool.
I can't believe I missed it.
I mean,
I'll
it's kind of reckless, but
I'll
Well,
give
so,
pretty cool.
but look at Harper. She's so she's super strong. Like,
I
she can
mean-
handle anything, right? You can handle anything, right?
I mean, yesterday she could, but
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear it. There's more monsters below. Oh, sorry, did I interrupt your conversation?
No,
that's,
it's fine, yeah.
Durin, right?
Durin,
I'm Harper.
I know.
I mean, when we got to the giant, it was already pretty weak. Your dwarves here are very well trained.
We are. We've been dealing with fighting off all kinds of monsters in the mountain ever since we got here.
so Durin, we need to clear out this tunnel because in case you guys need to escape from the giants.
He gives you an interesting look, and he says, "No, the lower corridors, not the tunnel. You've been told about the tunnel.
Wait, what do you,
I thought we were going to.
wait, the lower quarters are tunnels, right?
Aren't they?
Yes, they are tunnels, but specifically, we are visiting the ones that have been overtaken by the corrupted. We are not going.
So what are these
to-
tunnels for then?
We are not going to the escape tunnel. They are
There's
tunnels.
an escape tunnel?
Didn't you just say the tunnel for escaping?
I just thought
No.
where we were going was an escape tunnel. I don't know.
No, they are not escape tunnels. We have a whole workway of tunnels all through the mountain.
What
and
happens in these tunnels?
People live there. They're villages, neighborhoods like
I
the one
see.
we are going to now that's been terrorized
Suburban
by
tunnels.
this
Suburban
Thing.
tunnels.
What's the thing?
monster.
What monster?
It's corrupted. They're all corrupted.
How
Lots
many
of
arms
corrupted
does it
monsters.
have?
2,
All right.
maybe.
We can handle 2 arms.
Okay.
We got this.
Do you count their tentacles as arms?
Tentacles.
That's a really good question.
That's a good question. I would say yes.
No.
How many
no,
tentacles?
But tentacles are specifically tentacles. They're not arms.
You've seen the mutant, right? You saw the giant yesterday. They've got all
Oh,
kinds
yeah.
of things happening
It
with them.
spewed like you remember in the glade there was the vines that came out that were on the ground.
Then you
Yeah,
passed
They-
out,
yeah,
remember
that's it.
Oh,
No, I'd rather
yeah.
not.
Were you
remember.
okay from that as well? I
No,
didn't
I'm fine.
ask.
Well, I mean, I'm exhausted. I'm really tired. It's tiring. It's tiring. I'm
Yeah.
not strong like you.
Oh.
But but it's okay. It's fine. I'm
Sorry for a
fine.
moment.
What's Stop taking me out of it. It's okay. It's fine.
Bree's thinking it in her mind. She's like, oh.
Oh my god. No, we're fine. But no, I mean, I'm fine. But yeah, that was horrible. That was
Yeah,
horrible.
so the monsters kind of have that like
All of
within
them?
them. It sounds like
Lots
You
of them.
you probably should just make sure you're staying pretty close to Harper just to be safe.
yeah, but so
safety.
there's an escape tunnel. Tell me about the escape tunnel. What if I need to escape? I go
I
down
don't
the
think there's an
escape
escape tunnel. I think that we misunderstood something.
No, but he said there was an escape tunnel.
Yeah, you did.
He
just
just
say
said
there
the
was an
escape tunnel.
Zara, I think it's a secret.
But then why would he have said that?
He just
why
keeps
would
walking.
He, why would he have talked about it then? If it's a secret, is it a secret?
Why don't we talk about it later? I think that might be for the best.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing
Are
you
we
need
almost
to know
there?
about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Almost there. As you do sense you are getting nearer to there, the cavern is sort of, so you've been walking along these tunnels that slope downward. There's stairs, they're sort of twisting. You're definitely going to need help getting back because everything just looks the same and everything's just this web of tunnels spiraling out from each other. But the one that you are in right now is sort of opening up to a taller entrance. As you turn the corner, there is sort of a large cavern. And in the cavern, there's a number of huts similar to the way your bedrooms were, and also very similar to the Avari Glade, actually. This seems to be the preferred living style of people in the Avarian forest are these small abodes. These ones, though, instead of being carved into trees, are carved into the stone walls. They look like stone bubbles that just pop out the side. You do see that here, that sickly green light is very cast over it as all of those pustules are sort of like appearing on people's homes and stuff. You see that there are two other large entranceways. So you approach from like the south end. There's also an entranceway off to the east and one off to the north that seem to slope down and lead into other directions. There is, in the center of this cavern, is a group of people, two dwarves that seem to be dressed a lot fancier than everyone else. Here, the general mood, it seems like they're a bit of a poorer neighborhood. Like, you don't see a ton of like armor. Not a lot of luxuries. It's very barren. The people here seem to be, you know, a little bit down on their luck sort of thing. Except these two dwarves in the middle are both dressed in like resplendent armor. There is a female dwarf who has her dark red hair in like a giant red bun on top of her head. She's got a sort of a stern-looking face, as you can see from a distance. When she sees you approach, she looks, makes eye contact with Durin, and sort of like turns her nose away and continues talking to the other man who's with her. The man who is with her has sort of a regal, like a noble cast to his face, but that might just be in his demeanor and the way that he holds himself as he tries to get the woman's attention, and she just seems to be like pointedly ignoring him. And around them are a bunch of what look to be ragtag soldiers, but again, they don't have armor. They like, their weapons are very crudely made. They seem to be nervous and just sort of trying to train, but it's obvious, especially to Harper, that these are not trained fighters. From those two corridors that lead off to the north and the east, you hear sounds of battle again, similar to when you were upstairs, more of that war drum. And you see a lot of, like, in the upper abodes in this cavern, you can see that there's a lot of, like, families that are hidden up there, and it appears that all the children are there, and the lower abodes have all been evacuated.
I'm going to whisper to Durin, is that Nesva and Bardoa?
Aye.
So
You're about like 100 feet away.
Okay.
So they've all evacuated to the higher ground. Does that mean? So I'm going to ask Durin. So these things don't fly then?
Oh, I should hope not. That'd be awful.
Okay. Well, yeah. I also hope not, because those people, like, there's why didn't you evacuate them higher up? Like, there's, I don't.
That's the highest it goes.
All right.
There's no abodes up there.
Okay. All right. This place is horrible. I mean, I'm sure it's fine when it's not.
Yeah. I think that needs to go on the burn tower.
Sorry. All right. Did I do the first burn tower?
Durin's face.
I'll just do a big.
I mean, no offense.
I like how he was all smiley and warm before, and now we're just coming in and we're like, so there is an escape tunnel? There is one? This is stupid. What are we doing? Like offended.
Oh my gosh.
We're just offending him.
This is our burn tower. We write mean things on it.
Durin's reaction.
He says, we do what we can. We're a bit contained here, not like out there in the forest. People can just go amok. Here, we only have here.
I mean, it's wartime. You have to do what you need to do to survive.
I know, lass.
Oh, they're
Sassy.
salty now.
I like it.
All right, Harper, you're woman's-plaining to him.
Yeah. Right. Well, do you want to help us do this thing, or do you not do that, or
I will introduce you to
the monster?
Nesva and
okay.
Bardora, but I must get back above ground. I have
That's
other
probably a good idea.
initiatives that I'm manning, but
Are they gonna fight with us?
probably not.
Okay. So it's just us.
Why? What? But look at their armor. They just let it.
There
Obviously, whatever we're fighting is terrifying. So.
There are other fights that they will be needed at leading their armies. You have been given these stones of power.
Okay.
You should be grateful
All
for
right,
them.
Okay.
Oh,
all
We
right.
are. We
Cool.
just
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
wondering
no,
if
we'll be fine.
you guys know the land.
As you
more.
guys are approaching those two, he says under his breath as well, he says, I wanted to ask the other clans, but these two said they wanted to fight it themselves, and then they're here. They're not even fighting. Anyways, hello, Nezva. Hello, Bardora, as you pull up alongside them. Nezva sort of like turns her head and says, Darren, who are these that you've brought here?
I hate her already.
I step up. I'm the one that helped with the frost giant yesterday. My name is Harper.
Oh, that was you.
Yes.
Well done.
Thank you.
You saved many lives.
Yes. Well, thank you for helping train the dwarves that helped me as well. I don't believe I saw you on the battlements.
I was needed elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us have lives that are not so disposable.
Okay, then.
I hope you're not talking about Harper.
Of course not.
I
But
think that needs to go in the burn.
There are
down.
some of us
Some lives that are
who
not
have
so
responsibilities.
disposable.
Well, it seems to
Bardora,
me that
no.
your responsibility would be to those people, wouldn't it?
Yes, to lead them into victory, not to die alongside them in failure.
Right,
Well,
right,
but-
right. So are you guys going to show us something, or should we just go fight
Yes,
the monsters?
we've been
Doesn't seem like you're
waiting-
going to be useful.
Bardora, and Bardora has just basically been like rolling his eyes behind her back because he had been trying to talk to her and she was ignoring him. And Bardora just sort of turns to you guys and says, "Yes, the monster that we're fighting over there, it's bad. It's looking bad. It's taken down quite a few men already. Nezva could have been more helpful with this." To which she goes, "I was needed elsewhere." And he says, "Yes, you're always needed elsewhere, it seems. Anyways, sorry. My name is Bardora par Lowa, formerly Bardora Don Altium. Pleasure to meet you. I've been organizing the troops over here in our assault against this monster. I take it to understand you've been given the Power Stones."
Yes, the Power Stones.
Nezva openly sneers when they say that, and she goes, "Yes, the Power Stone's given to those who need it rather than those who deserve it.
Wow.
But things will be different when I am Polis." At
Yes.
which both Bardora and Durin roll their eyes and just are like, "Okay, Nezva."
So are you saying that you need one of these?
No, I'm saying I deserve them.
But
Unlike
why?
outsiders who just wander
But
into
why?
the
But if you
mountain.
don't need one, then why would you deserve one? Surely.
Because they are symbols of our ancestry, our Lowa clan ancestry, which is not quite the same as where you have come from.
So what you're saying is that you don't need a symbol of your ancestry,
No, I'm saying I deserve it.
but you don't
Don't
need
you-
it.
No, I don't need it for the power. I need it for
You need it for
the honor. The
Oh, don't
honor
worry.
should be given to a Lowa door.
We'll honor your ancestors by beating your enemies for you.
Let's just let our actions speak louder than our words,
Yeah.
shall we, friends? And Bree just like stands up really tall and just like cracks her knuckles, like, "All right, where's this thing? Let's go."
Yeah.
But I mean, if
Come
it
on.
would make you
Pulls out her
feel
daggers.
less insecure to have one of these, I'm sure that after we kill it, we could probably arrange that.
I don't need you to arrange things for me.
Well, it seems that you do if you feel like you need
Obviously,
one of these and you
she's
don't have one.
very busy arranging things that are not monsters' faces.
Bardora is like trying to cover up a laugh with like a cough, and he's like, "So, yep, got that monster down there that somebody's gonna need to deal with." It's Irish and Scottish accent. I'm turning into Australian.
That's
It's
what happens.
fine. We're down under now.
We are.
We
Down
are.
All right.
Oh man, that's so smart. All right, from here on out, all of the lower
Australian.
dwarves
Oh
are
my
Australian.
Good luck with that.
He says,
I
"Yeah,
believe
the
in you.
corruption's been strong. Not really sure where it's coming from. All of a sudden, all these monsters we're used to dealing with, they're not the best neighbors, but they're not the worst either. Suddenly, they're coming out with tentacles all over their faces, and
From down below.
yes,
Wait. What
From
do you mean
underneath.
tentacles on their faces?
I mean tentacles on their faces.
But they didn't have them before?
No,
So
why?
this is like new tentaclage, is what you're saying.
yes, I wouldn't use that word, but sure.
So they're like plant tentacles.
Sorry, I've spent a lot of time in the library.
Yes, they're
Function
corrupted by something. We don't know what. I imagine it has something to do with all of those. And he points up at the pustules around the cavern.
So what would happen if I shoot at one of the pustules?
I thought you were gonna say eat it.
You gotta shoot it first so it comes down.
The meal of Cthulhu.
Please don't shoot it. It smells awful. We tried destroying them already. It doesn't seem to do anything until we figure out
Did you
what
guys
caused
try
them.
shooting it with
Fire?
fire?
Beyonders. How do you hang out with these people?
Did you try it or no?
No.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so you didn't.
I feel like we need to do a test.
I
No.
would love to.
I mean, I feel like we need to test out.
These power stones.
Do not do that. Do not bring fire to
No.
our mountain.
No, we wouldn't.
It's
We
okay,
wouldn't
no,
bring
no,
fire.
no, we
I was
wouldn't.
just curious.
We would just blast
Don't worry.
it.
No,
Not
don't
with
worry.
fire, not with fire.
Maybe with ice.
Just wondering if you guys have fire sometimes in the mountains.
No.
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 So no volcano,
fire.
no
No,
lava,
no
underneath,
lava
or-
like this. So it's totally dormant, is what you're saying. There's no fire ever anywhere.
This used to be a volcano. It's dormant now, though. That's what caused made all of these tunnels that you see around here.
Interesting.
How do you cook your food?
Magic. How do you cook your food?
Fire.
Not here.
Not here. No, I mean usually people just feed us.
Yes,
Yeah.
with magic.
Amazing.
Weird. Okay.
Awesome.
Anyways, not really here for a
Okay.
physics lesson.
Yeah, no,
right
fair.
now,
All
but-
right. So we've got these things that are so what you're saying is that these horrible smelling things that are green and growing on the walls are creating tentacles on monsters that
Yes.
were monstrous but didn't have tentacles.
That's right.
That is a very simple explanation, yes.
Right. No one
Well-
asked you. Okay. So
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes
I like her.
sometimes
Thanks, Maxine.
She's just fun to like bicker with.
sometimes it actually shows that you have a really, really good understanding of something if you can simplify it for others for whom it may not be quite so easy.
Yes,
Yes.
sure. Anyways, aren't you here to kill a thing and not lecture us on this and that?
Oh, I don't think anybody was lecturing. So, question: would I have in any of my library trips, etc.? Would any of this be familiar to me at all? This kind of dynamic of could I make any kind of history
Dynamic
check?
of what?
Well, like this kind of there's green glowy stuff, and then it's corrupting something.
All of your experience that you would have had with it would be like that corruption that occurred in Mari Key's Glade.
an idea
Right.
where it's
But there's
coming from.
but there's no there would be no I would never have encountered say like a book or a history or anything of any kind of corruption that I could map onto this. No.
I mean, like any kind of corruption, sure. But
But
not this.
not
this
this
is like very
specifically.
specific because you know that it's being caused by some kind of combination of Alfei and Avari Druid powers, both of which are completely unknown to the outside world.
Okay. So I know that it's being caused by a combination of those two.
Yeah.
And yet, as an Avari druid and also having Alfei blood, I wouldn't be able to like.
Your
I
Alfei
wouldn't be
blood
able-
isn't really like active though, because like it was
Okay.
so past. Like this is like obviously being caused by someone who is fully Alfei and an
Right.
Avari Druid.
But but I wouldn't have any kind of resonance or any kind of anything with this. I would be completely as in the dark as anybody else.
You were like very strongly affected by it when you saw the corruption in Mariki's Glade, which would
Okay.
probably indicate to you some sort of deeper connection, but not one that you understand.
Right. But I'm not as badly affected by this corruption.
No, because you're like, I think it was like the shock of seeing that.
Okay, alright.
But that shock was like a lot deep. Like everyone was shocked, but not
Right.
everyone like fainted for a day.
Right. Okay. Fair. Good point.
So, but like this now, you're like still feeling weak. You don't like it. It
Right.
feels very wrong and bad and bad to you. But it's not something that's like affecting you as much now.
Okay. Got it. Fair.
Cool. Any other questions before you guys head out?
Let's fight the tentacles.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys
fight
want to
the
go
tentacles.
north or east?
What is a Zork?
Wait, hold on. What is Nesva wearing? I'm gonna eye her. What is she wearing?
Nesva is wearing like a. It looks
I'm
to
gonna
be
eye her.
gold, but you know it's not actually made of gold because that would just be unpractical for armor. It's got like a symblem of like wings on it as well. That's sort of like spread out across the chest. It's very finely wrought. Obviously dwarven crafted, fancy.
Can I smell in those directions? Can I like
Sure.
see what I smell? If I smell north and if I smell east,
Sure.
does one smell more like rank?
You could try perception.
Sure.
Gonna have a bite of food while you do that. Gushy Toronto.
Gucci.
Perception. This might be done. This might be somebody else's food. That's all right. We're all.
Everything is always wisdom with everything that I want to do. My wisdom is so shit. 13. 13.
13. Yeah, you like. It all just smells bad around here. There's fighting sounds happening in both. You expect
Can
you
I
could
like
go to
can I
either.
like feel the wall to see if there's like more
I think we should just go north.
stuff on either side? More like infection?
Like everywhere here just seems to be infected.
Okay.
It's like, you know, not really a huge difference between either corridor you
right.
suspect.
Let's go north.
Let's go
It
north.
feels like doesn't matter.
When you guys say
mean,
let's go north,
We are the north, so.
We are the north.
Yeah, so we're going
Mm-hmm.
north.
There we go.
Feels
We
like
want to
it's
go to the
neutral.
place where people know during what season to tap maple trees.
And
Just
we're
type
better at
something.
hockey.
I will never get over
when you
that.
guys turn to the north
Finland
corridor,
is more north than Canada. Than we are, though.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Crosstalk.
As you guys are about to head up the north corridor, Nesva just sort of says, to the north. Interesting. Okay.
Do you have any suggestions for the people that are trying to help your soldiers and you and hold the power of your ancestors?
It's okay.
No?
I think
Okay.
I think she's like Kawhi Leonard. I think she's just abandoning whoever needs her.
Why did he leave?
Did you just burn Kawhi Leonard?
I did. I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry, Kawhi. Why did you leave us? That's
Yeah,
horrible.
He wanted to live his dreams. He wanted to live his best life.
Kawhi, don't even watch
Yeah,
us
but
anymore.
like,
Kawhi.
come on. Yeah,
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Live your dreams.
She says, no, I have no suggestions. I just find it interesting.
What's up this tunnel?
This corridor leads downwards into a few of the more major byways. There's been a number of people killed down there already. Some sort of monster is terrorizing things. You know the story. But none of my best men were able to down it, so I would just find it interesting if you were able to.
Well,
Which
none
I
of
do
your
hope
men
you
were
are.
able to defeat the giant yesterday, so let's see how we do, shall we?
I
And I
see.
start walking.
Is there a reason why your entire army is made up of men? That seems a little discriminatory.
I use men as a non-gender specific word. After all, I am a woman and also in the army. But I just say my men, my people.
Well, you might want to think about more gender neutral, language for the people that you're leading. How do you think the women that you're leading feel about that?
I think a lot of people understand that it's just like how you call a boss sir, whether a man or a woman. They're just words that are now more gender non-specific, like actor and waiter and.
Is this Lily talking now, or is this? Cause
Yeah,
I'm
basically.
I'm totally just like trying to harass Nesva right now. I'm not harassing you.
This would be her response also,
Right.
because it's just like a
Look.
very common military thing. You just say like, these
Right.
are my men, these are my people. This like.
Okay. Well, so none of your best troops were able to defeat this monster. So I'm a little surprised that, I actually also find it interesting that you don't have any suggestions. I mean, if you think that if you're managing all of these things, like, wouldn't you have a suggestion? Unless you are somehow wanting us to fail. And I can't imagine that you would want that, would you?
I do not have any need for you to fail. I want what is best for the Lowa people, and of course, as Polis, I will deliver what is best for our people. However, in terms of suggestions of where you go to fight, I have not really seen your merit. Yes, you've downed a giant, but I don't really know what that means or how it was done. So how can I suggest where for you to go if I don't know anything about you?
You don't. So you don't know what it means that she killed a giant. It means she killed a
It
giant.
was a corrupted giant. It was.
Are corrupted giants easier to kill?
They are affected in all kinds of different ways by the corruption. Some of them are made stronger, some of them are made weaker.
I see. So you've seen a lot of corrupted giants.
Yes, corrupted monsters are very prevalent here.
Oh, okay. So you guys always have corrupted monsters here.
It has not been always, just recently, over the past few months or so.
Months.
Yes. It first started with one or two rare things, odd one-offs, But recently now, it's like there's a few every week.
And so what changed? Why did that, what?
If I knew that, we'd have fixed the problem by now.
Well, sure, but surely you must have some kind of insight, wouldn't you? If you're going to be Polis, you really should have some kind of insight on this sort of thing.
Bardor says, no offense to someone who's never been in this mountain before, but we have looked into it and we are not sure what is causing it. We wish we did, but unfortunately you can investigate a thing so many times. We know that someone here is a traitor. Looks around at everyone. Maybe not here, but someone in this mountain is a traitor that's been allowing the corruption to spread or empowering it somehow.
Has it been coming from any particular place or just all over the place?
It has been all over the place. It seems to have been coming from outside the mountain as well, like that frost giant that showed up at our doorstep yesterday.
So there's no, like, one sort of place from which it spread?
No, not that we can tell.
How long have you, this thing where you guys are having this re-election, how long does that normally take?
Oh, it depends on what the dwarven kind is like during
Do
that
you,
time.
like, campaign or...
It's not so much a campaign. We all have factions that follow us. We all have things that we are running on, and different ideals that we agree on.
And who votes?
All of the dwarves.
And how do the soldiers normally vote?
What
Just
do you
the
mean?
same as the other dwarves?
Yeah.
No, like as
on
in...
paper?
Well, no, as in, you know, do they tend to vote for one particular kind of candidate?
Everyone's different. Every dwarf has their own opinions.
I'm assuming every militaristic dwarf has their loyalty.
Every dwarf has their loyalties. We're a very loyal people.
That's
Sounds like
interesting.
dwarves.
Yeah, I'm just, you know, it's interesting to, you know, Bree, why don't you and I talk about this a little bit later?
Yeah, all right.
Harper walked away earlier and is just like halfway between like the beginning of the corridor and this conversation of, so are we gonna fight this thing or what?
Yeah, all right.
Okay, all right, so...
And Bree, like, gets all, like, stealthy.
Durin,
Like in
goes up to
Skyrim.
you guys as you're asking questions. Just like, don't worry. We'll talk more later.
Okay. Arbor, you've got this, right?
I
Durin's gonna
unsheath my
die,
sword
is he?
and let's go get him.
Do you have dark vision?
No.
There we go.
Did you just whisper that to her?
No,
You're like standing at the
huddle
wrong
up.
corridor.
Oh my
You're like
God.
at an alcove going somewhere
Yeah.
Oh
else.
my god, yeah.
No, just with my, like, duvet,
And
I'm like,
Arbor's
do you have it?
facing the wall. I got this!
Do you still have your dwarven?
Oh yeah, my dwarvet is on me like I can.
Mhm.
Wait, I
And
thought
it's
the
comfy.
corrupted light had like, it was just like
Yeah,
daylight.
it's like dim.
Okay.
All right.
It'd be
so,
funnier if you were just talking to a wall, though.
I'm just
So I'm gonna use dancing lights.
Cool.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights, and I'm gonna sort of put one light just over your head.
Bree's gonna try to, like, sneak, though, in front
In
of
the
you
light,
so I
oh.
can, like, keep the darkness on me, but, like, still see what's going on because I have dark vision.
Awesome. All right. So before we move into the next area, we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Okay.
Stay
Level
tuned.
up.
Here's a
Yeah,
tavern
it's a
queue.
level up.
For Tavern Queue, get your loot tokens. If you have not joined Axis Tavern yet, we have
What
a
are
fun
you
new
doing?
thing called loot tokens where you can basically spend experience points to bid on giveaways. We have 2 giveaways going right now, one for a handmade dice tray and one for a custom art commission. So join Axis Tavern if you are interested in any of those fun things. And also after the break, we will be giving away the code word for my 8K giveaway that I am running on Instagram. So stay tuned for all that. We will
Wait.
be back in...
Wait. Aren't we giving away Fan Expo tickets too?
We are also giving away Fan Expo tickets. They are for the Thursday and Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
stay
we'll do
tuned
that
for
too.
all of that after the break.
Also, we are now Twitch affiliates. So if
Yes.
you weren't there, if you weren't there at the beginning of the stream,
hype it.
then yes, we are now Twitch affiliates, which means
Give us the
that you
subscription.
can subscribe if you feel like it, or you
Cheer
can
us
like.
with bits.
Apparently, there's bits, and you can do a thing with
Throw
them.
them at us.
Yeah.
I don't actually know how.
We're
how to do
figuring it
that.
out.
It's like I guess it's like throwing loonies at like dancers.
That sounds terrible.
That
Don't
would
do
hurt.
it.
Nicely.
Yeah.
Don't throw. A, we are not exotic dancers, and B, we don't want money thrown at us. I guess bits.
We just want bits thrown at us.
But I
Put some bits in our thongs.
Yeah, give us those bits.
you know what? I should have said absolutely nothing.
Play, you said it all.
All
Cool,
good.
amazing on the internet.
All right.
Amazing.
Be back in 10. Stay tuned. See you in a bit. I'm going to finish eating my food.
Yeah.
Woo. And welcome back to Roll for Dameage. Thank you for joining us before our break. We have just delved a little bit into the Lowa clan and some of the politics happening there, and are about to go into a battle to help clear out some of these corrupted monsters that have appeared. My players have just powered up with some new jewelry accessories, which leveled them up. We all just leveled up during our break, and we're good to go. But you guys might be here for other reasons, and those reasons are things. So, if you're here for the tavern,
You might just be really materialistic. That's okay.
that's
We
okay.
still love you.
That's what I like. The easiest way for me to relate to people is to give them things, because that's how my parents related to me, which is why you all just received presents, because I only know how to show affection through material objects. Yay!
Dungeons and therapy.
Exactly. So if you are here for Axis Tavern, get another loot token. Get that XP. If you aren't in Axis Tavern yet, check out my Discord server. It's a really cool place full of D&D and nerds and games. I'm actually going to be running a game of Masks on Friday, which is very exciting. A whole other RPG that I'm learning how to game master.
Yay.
If you are here for Fan Expo tickets, if you live in the Toronto area, we are giving away 2 sets of Fan Expo tickets. So if you are in Toronto and you want to come hang out with us, I'm going to be DMing there. We're all going to be there hanging out and around. What you're going to do is you're going to go to our Instagram page, Roll for Dameage. Link is in the panels below. Comment on our most recent post with RFD and leave that as a comment. It just says RFD.
And make them tag somebody. Who do they want to go to Fan Expo with?
Tag someone you want to go to Fan Expo with.
If you want to go with us, that's okay. You can just tag us, because
Yeah.
if you don't have anybody to go with, that's okay. We'll be there for you. But if you do have anybody,
yeah,
else you
so
want.
that'll be in Toronto coming up next weekend. Not this weekend upcoming, but next
Yeah,
weekend.
the 22nd
22nd
is
Yeah.
so one set
Yeah.
of tickets is for the 22nd and one set is for the 25th. So if
Yeah.
you have a preference as to which tickets you want to win, then let us know.
Yeah. Just comment on our latest post, and we will draw a winner for those tomorrow and post it on our story and on our Twitter. And yeah, that'll be in Toronto, August 22nd to 25th. Fun times. What else are we doing? There's another thing that I forgot about.
You're on a panel at Fan Expo, aren't
I'm
you?
on a panel at Fan Expo on the 24th, on the Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Saturday. I'm also on a panel tomorrow at Dames Making Games, which is exciting. So if you're in the Toronto area, check that out. We will all also be at Massive Adventure this weekend in Port Hope. Thank you, Meg, for bringing the flyers.
Thank you,
Critical
'cause we all
Massive
forgot.
Adventure.
Yes, Critical Massive Adventure, and we're gonna be in a game DM'd by Ed Greenwood.
Who wrote The Forgotten Realms.
Yes.
He's a really cool guy.
Yes,
Yes.
literal wizard.
OG.
He's, oh my gosh.
He tried to take his shirt off for a picture
Yes.
with me.
He actually,
Yeah. He also tried to take his shirt off for me because I was really cold, and so he was like, "Here, you can have my shirt," and I was
Yeah.
like,
Maybe Ed
That's
Greenwood just really wants to take a shirt.
I think Ed doesn't like wearing shirts.
Yeah.
I think
"It's
that's
okay.
just
You know
what
what?
it is.
He some people just don't.
Yeah.
He's a lovely
true.
dude.
I
love him.
feel that. I
come
feel
see this weekend, Saturday, the August 17th in Port Hope, to see if he keeps his shirt on. Also, he was generous enough to bless my dice, Jess's dice, and Lily's. So we'll see in this upcoming fight if that worked. Ed, please, I hope your blessings worked.
If we die, it's your fault, Ed.
Yeah.
Ed, if we die, it's your fault.
Yeah.
But we'll be fine. So come see us on Port Hope and check out the Critical Mass Facebook page. They have all the details for the upcoming event, and they're also just a great bunch of people.
I'm going to do a lich voice.
Yes, Lily, you're the lich, and then Meg is the cleric, and I'm like, so there's like 2 different kinds of characters. There's the you guys are doing the actual voice characters and actually playing the game, and then there's some of us who are like in costume. Like I'm one of the ones in costume. I'm like in a fighter costume, and I have to like go and like pose in different poses, and then they have like artists doing quick sketches of the costume people, and then they're like as a little like I guess like a
Zine.
chapbook, like a little zine.
Yeah.
Who's heard the word zine in the last like 15 years? Like, but whatever, that's
Yeah.
okay.
The
Seems
nerdy
Okay.
nerdy northerners, nerdy
Nerdy
northerners.
The nerdy
Northerners.
northerners.
Shout out to Zach,
That-
both
yeah,
the real
shout out
Zach
to-
and the other Zach.
Shout out to people who actually live in the north of England who would call it nerdy,
Nerdy
northerners.
northerners.
Needy, needy, needs.
Some of those great people and other D&D streamers are going to be there as well. Awesome people. Check them out.
Yeah.
Check them out in real life again this Saturday in Port Hope.
Yep. Also check them out on Thursday, where I'll be playing in their game on their stream
Ooh.
at Nerdy Northerners. Also, who you should definitely check out is Ben, our amazing producer, who's making selfie faces at me now that I wish you could see. One time I took a great video of Ben like laughing at us behind the scenes, and I haven't posted it yet, but you guys would love Ben. So big shout out to Ben, our producer. None of this stuff would look as freaking cool without him in our lives, and we are very grateful. And Ben will also be there at Port Hope. Roll for Dameage exclusive. Meet Ben in person at Port Hope.
You can see his face.
Yeah.
He has one, we promise.
He has really good hair too. We had this discussion earlier. His hair is so good. He uses Moroccan oil because it smells good.
He looks like
That
he
was
hates
our
all of us
conversation.
right now.
He's like, shut up, Jess. Okay.
Stop talking about me. Play the game.
That's the last of the announcements?
Yeah, I also have to give a code word. If you are entering Just a Little Nerds 8K giveaway, your code word for this session is... I should think of these in advance. It's going to be Giant Slayer in honor of Harper. So if you are entering my 8K giveaway on Instagram, which you should be because I'm giving away a full set of rule books and DM screen, I'm giving away a set of handmade dice by Designs and Dragons. I am giving away a set of metal dice from awesomedice.com. I'm giving away a dice bag, a notebook, and 2 limited edition Chessex Lab sets, the Nocturnal Nebula and the Wisteria, which were sold out first day at Gen Con. Very cool. Check those out. Code word is Giant Slayer, and DM me on Instagram to earn your entries in my quest. And that, I think, is the rest of the announcements.
Amazing.
A lot of announcements.
Wonderful. Now back to the storyline.
Dun dun dun.
You start to make your way down the corridors. The 3 dwarves sort of paying their respects as much as they can, even though they might be total bitches.
So are they Cora dwarves?
Oh,
Yeah.
They're Cora dwarves.
Yep. Corridors.
Cora dwarves.
Corridors.
Cora dwarves.
And Cassie has her dwarve.
Yep.
Those
like a
adorable
cake.
terms.
Yeah. Yeah. Adorable.
Adorable.
Adorable?
Adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, this corridor sucks. It smells super bad. You look up and you see that like as you're descending down, like even another like 20 feet, it just gets noticeably thick with the smell of rot in the air. It's difficult to breathe. It's not very bright here, aside from Zara's dancing lights, which circle around you. What color are your dancing lights?
They're green.
They're green.
Yeah.
Nice. Like a nice green?
Yeah,
Not
like a pretty
shit
green. They're they're like the exact green that is the opposite of this horrible sickly green. They're like
Okay.
a vibrant verdant forest green.
Even that bright, vibrant, verdant forest green, like it is shining around and it is doing its best to look beautiful and shine strong. But that overwhelming, like sickly green is just sort of washing it out a little bit. Not completely. It still feels kind of nice, but you do feel a little disappointed by the effect. So we'll say we are coming in here. We'll say we're coming in to that little alleyway right next to, yeah. I saw a guy at Gen Con with a laser pointer, and I need to get one of those. That'd be sick. Somebody get me a laser pointer. Thank you. Okay. So yeah, somewhere around there. So you can place your whatevers there. I forgot to bring minis today,
Oh
so
crap! I also don't have minis. I'm gonna be a purple. Is this what?
that's the alley cat from
Yeah.
Aristocrats.
Oh my gosh.
Aristocats?
I totally should have brought like one of my
Do you
like one of my
wanna-
kids' Shopkins
Do you
or
want
something.
Babies?
this for Brie?
that me?
Yeah.
Can I get a
Oh,
D4?
cool.
Yeah.
That looks super
You can
cool.
have the gold foil one.
And this
Beholder's
one.
Gaze, thank you for your dice. I spend a lot of money on your website. Yeah, so you're all walking through the corridor. You see that there's like an opening ahead of you here. The sounds of battle are like coming from over here, but you can't quite see. It seems to be particularly dark in this corner. You do hear, as you guys enter this area, one final piercing scream that just seems to like cut across the expanse, and then quiet.
What kind of scream? Like, does it sound like it came from a human? Does it sound
Sound like it came from a dwarf.
Okay.
For sure. And not only, at first there's quiet, at first it's silent, and everything is just dark, and you all wait with bated breath. But then ever so slightly from that dark, dark corner over there, you just hear,
We all have dark vision, so would we be able to see it?
you cannot
Harper,
see
yeah.
in there.
Okay. Oh, what, we
Um,
can't see even with our dark vision?
Yeah, even with your dark vision, because
It's limited.
yeah, it's it appears to be like what you would be familiar with as magical darkness.
Oh, Okay. Okay. But does it also swallow the dancing light?
No, because your lights are over here.
Okay. So it doesn't. I'm not gonna send my light into there because I don't want them to know where they are. Okay.
How tall is this place?
50 feet.
50 feet. Okay.
And then you see here, there are like little other tunnels that lead off. Here is just like, these are all just like chasms in the rock that just seem to drop down. And that's about all you can see here. There's definitely a lot of that like pustulence and like boils on the walls around you.
Can we see a border to the magical darkness, or does it seem like
It just sort of like leaches into the darkness around it, but
including up?
Yeah.
Like, so it's basically like a ball or like a dome. Of
Yeah,
magical
that's kind of
darkness that's
and it's sort of like overlapping with the normal darkness, so it's sort of like a feathering effect that's just like going out into the world.
Okay. And it seems to be feathering, and does it seem to be growing? Like, does the dark?
No, it just seems to be like centered around this strange.
Got it. That doesn't sound good.
All right, forward it is.
I have my sword out.
Okay.
I'm following Harper.
All right.
I'm hiding behind Harper.
Where are you guys moving up to?
I think this is.
That's me, yeah. So I'm gonna go. I want to like go like kind of slink, I guess, against this wall. Maybe this is a wall here too, right?
Yeah. I'm just heading straight forward.
Just
Oh
gonna
my
slink
god,
around.
this is gonna be a good drawing, guys.
Oh, I'm ready for it.
Harper's just walking a little bit slower, just like not like dragging her feet, just to make sure that there's proper footing around. Just being a little bit nervous about.
It's like a solid
dark.
stone floor.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem too bad. There is a lot of corpses around. As you come around to like this area, you see there's a lot of bodies on the ground. They all appear to have been like ripped apart almost.
Like almost or actually?
Yeah, like ripped apart.
Like they're just
They're pieces.
fractional dwarfs.
Yep.
Okay.
This idea of me drawing the enemies for every fight was a bad one because I am so bad at this, but maybe I'll get better one day. The smell over here is also terrible, as you are used to now. And you guys are over there now?
Yeah.
Are you guys trying to be quiet or?
Yeah,
I'm stealthy.
Definitely.
We're gonna sneak.
Definitely
stealth mode.
sneaky. I'm
Stealth. Roll
yeah.
stealth, please.
Okay.
Fuck.
That's gonna be a nope.
And disadvantage because it's ability check, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
DC 12.
Yeah.
13.
Can't
Okay.
get much lower than
It's
that.
okay. I have chainmail, so I have disadvantage as well.
You say to Zara, she's like clanking along behind.
Sorry.
It's
I
okay,
rolled a
Zara.
5.
I'm also bad at
Yeah.
sneaking.
Yeah, I think you got a 20 and an 8. But you're gonna take the 8.
I thought it was a 2. But,
Oh, maybe it was a 2.
Yeah. I have a +1 to it, so with the disadvantage, it's not a.
What is it?
It's
a 2?
I think it was a 2. So
Okay, cool.
yeah.
And, okay, cool. So Bree is like pretty quiet as she stalks along there, finding her way through the darkness. But the rest of you are just like jostling into each other, just walking a little bit too loudly. Maybe someone didn't cut their toenails and they're clicking on the stone floor.
Cassie,
So as you
tiefling.
approach, you then
Manicured. And you see like it's like raggedy. Oh
Gosh. Oh,
like bag lady
Henry,
Santa Claus.
we're gonna have to go get you a petty when we get back.
And Bree's just like, everyone shut up.
Stealthing.
Because as you guys approach, you hear the snuffling like stop, and then you hear a couple of like a strange, like as if it's sniffing, and then it makes its way out of the magical darkness, and the darkness fades, and there is a creature there, unlike any you have seen before.
It's cute.
Is that
It is.
Did you
Make
say
me
people?
make me a history check
okay?
or nature.
Let me have a look to see which of those I would prefer to do.
They're both int based.
Oh yes, okay. So I will do. Let's do nature check. That is an 18
It should be facing you guys.
and a 16. So even with disadvantage, I get a +8, so that is a 24.
So it seems like this is something that you recognize from your studies and research days. It looks like an Umber Hulk, which you know is sort of like an insect-like, crab-like sort of creature with long mandibles, armored shell. It's like a very earth-based monstrosity. However, this Umber Hulk isn't quite like the ones that you've seen before. There are, lo and behold, plant-like vines and tentacles that are coming out of its eye sockets. With its mandibles, there's also like 3 plant tentacles that come out of its mouth. It's got like what looks to be like rotting moss around its like skin, armored skin sort of stuff. And as it moves closer to you, like there are like waves of smell of like dead corpses coming off of it, like very strongly. Its slitted eyes are not normal. They seem to be glowing with that like bright green light. And it looks at all of you, and it looks as though it's about to roar, but instead it just comes out with this like big as those vines just burst from its mouth, and it's not really able to create proper noises. And we are all going to roll for initiative.
Okay, amazing. Can it fly? Would I know?
It does not look like it can fly.
Okay. All right. It's not the worst. 17. Does it seem like it's? Does it seem like it's So it's not making the sound it normally would, and does it seem like it's like suffering?
It's like a monstrosity, so you're not really like versed in reading their facial expressions. It definitely seems fucked up.
Okay. I'm just
Seems
thinking
not like it's supposed to be.
Right. So it's clearly something that something has been done to.
Yeah.
Or something has happened to.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
So it can't fly.
It can't fly.
No.
Unlike
Harper.
somebody.
Oh, I rolled a 7.
Sweet. Plus nothing?
Oh, 7 total. 6
Cool.
was the
Bree.
15.
Sweet. Flynn is not here. Cassie.
19.
Nice. Zara.
18.
Sweet. Good job, everyone. Except Harper.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It's fine.
All right, Cassie, you're up first. You see this thing creep out of the darkness. There is still like a dark area that's sort of here. It's just sort of like shuffled along, turned towards you.
Cassie's gonna think it's kind of cute.
Of course she is.
Is it big? Or is it
Yeah, it's a
smaller?
large creature.
It's a large creature.
Yeah,
Okay.
so technically this posted is a little bit bigger than it actually is, but you know.
Okay.
The vines make it to be a huge creature, we'll say.
Okay.
Mechanics.
So she's gonna look at it,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's gonna like.
That
pull
was
out
your
finger
full
guns.
action?
Yeah. I'm gonna sigh loudly, you know. I'm gonna pull out finger guns and go pew pew
Okay.
as a Eldritch Blast.
Okay, cool. Roll to attack, please.
Alright.
It'll be nope. You just roll it.
Okay. All of the spells I just took.
12 plus 7 to hit on the first one.
Yep, that'll hit.
And then second ray, 10 plus 7, 17 to hit.
17 will not hit.
Okay.
The second one, it sort of like bounces into its like armored skin and it just sort of fizzles out. But the first one, you got it right in its eye.
15.
Oh, and also for those who do not have dark vision, this will be dim lighting.
So,
Hi.
Yeah. those of you.
Yeah.
Did you say 15 damage?
Yeah.
Sweet. So that Eldritch Blast just fires out and it sort of like coalesces into one large bolt as it just strikes this shambling Hulk figure right in the middle of its chest. And it goes,
bonus action, I'm gonna look at Harper, put my hand on your shoulder, and like, blow some smoke, go get him. Bardic Inspiration.
You blew her a kiss of Bardic Inspiration?
Yeah. But,
Cute.
like, you know, the smoke from my gun.
Mhm.
And I just went pew pew.
Mm-hmm. All right. That is Zara. Hang on a second. I just realized something. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Oh,
25, 30. Okay,
can
cool.
I move still?
Yeah, you can move still.
I'm just gonna fly up as much as I can.
Up?
So 30 feet, yeah.
Damn it, I forgot to bring my little
Stick.
Chessex dice things to be high up. It's cool.
I can use a little Like this, like 3?
Like 3 high?
Yeah. Wait.
No,
like
that was
that?
Harper.
Yeah, because...
That one's Harper.
That's
Oh.
Harper. I'm
Sorry.
the little purple
Oh, okay.
pyramid.
Yeah, yeah.
So how high up?
30 feet. That's as
Okay,
far as I
cool.
can
Like
Um,
that?
yeah, go ahead, Zara.
So I am going to cast Enlarge Reduce, enlarging Harper.
Ooh.
Whoa.
What does that do?
It gives you a lot of things.
It doubles all of your dimensions and your weight is multiplied by 8. So it basically like makes you this giant fighter person who can squash
heck
this thing.
yes.
Right?
Yeah, so you are now a large creature. You have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your attacks deal an extra 1d4 damage. So you now take up this space.
Oh wait, so I'm
Yes, perfect. Excellent.
okay.
Oh my god. Here's your extra 1d4 from me.
Thank you.
How are you casting that spell, Zara?
I am. Wait, you can cast it more than one way?
No, I just mean like for flavor. How would it look
Oh,
when you cast it?
So I am going to like I'm like looking at this thing and I'm terrified, and the first thing I can think of is like Harper is this really cool, amazing person who's like killed this frost giant. I just want her to be my big strong protector. And so I cast her, I make her my big strong protector, even more
Harper
so
to be
than she
bigger.
is.
Yeah.
Enlarge Harper and then hide behind her even more. But yes,
All
but
right.
I figure I also feel like this is something that she would enjoy. Like it's not just because
Oh,
like,
I'm having
you know,
a blast.
yeah, I'm just like, you know what? Like this is maybe something that like I can do because I can't like hit things, but I can make you hit things better. So I just kind of want to like give you something that I think it would be great for you and also great for everybody if we kill this thing. So great. Yes.
All right. So Harper, you're now towering above the rest of the group. Probably, I think you like double your height. You're about like 10 feet tall now.
Wait, she was only 5 foot tall before?
She
I was
like
5'5".
Yeah,
so,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you're like 11 feet
feet.
tall.
Oh. Wait, how high did you fly? Am I just like?
30.
Oh, okay.
You're still
I was
underneath.
hoping
Okay.
like as you went, I'd just like meet you up there, and it's like okay, you're still up. Okay.
Amazing.
Zara, anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
So I'm gonna say to Harper, "You've got this. You've totally got this. This is all I can do, but I totally got this."
Bardic
Please don't
inspiration
die.
and wizard inspiration.
Yes.
Bree.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna try to, I guess, like, if I go out this way, there's not really a lot of cover.
I'm gonna move the dice.
I'll say that because you succeeded your stealth check, you will have this thing will be surprised by you.
Oh, okay.
Because it hasn't
So
noticed you.
I can kind of, like, try to stay in the dark, like, over
Yeah.
here. Okay. So I'm gonna try to, like...
And then I think
I
because
can
you are an
go-
assassin, if you attack it, you will have advantage on that and do a bunch of extra stuff because you're
Can
an
I,
assassin.
how many feet are each of these squares?
5.
5, okay. So I can go up to 30, so... Okay, I'm gonna try to go up and sidle up to it.
All right.
And just shank it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to, like, I have my daggers out,
Mhm.
so Bree's just gonna kind of, like... Does it have, like, feet?
It has like legs, kind of. They look somewhat like small tree trunks because they have like a bark-like
Bless you.
texture going on with them, and they're like very thick, stubby things. Bless you.
They're thick?
Yeah,
That's
they're
a
pretty
thick
thick.
monster.
Yeah, he's a
Oh, wow.
tick.
Two C's.
Tick.
Tick.
Okay.
Extra
So,
tick.
Bree's gonna try to, I guess...
Does it carry Lyme disease?
Wait,
We're
are you
about to
asking
find
that?
out. I think Bree's gonna try to, like, kind of go for its legs or, like, hit it. Yeah. Yeah,
So-
its legs. Or its butt.
You're an
One in
assassin,
the
right?
leg, one
That's
in the
your
butt.
Can it
Yeah,
subclass.
stab it in the
assassin.
butt?
In the butt and in the leg. That's
No,
the
but also in the. That's cool.
So note for you, during your first turn, the assassin has advantage on attack rolls against any
Yeah.
creature that hasn't taken a turn,
Yeah.
and this will also be a critical hit because it's surprised.
Yeah, if I hit it.
Yeah, go for it.
You have advantage. You got this.
All right, so that's 9 plus my dex.
Yeah, and your proficiency. It'll just say under actions up here.
Oh yeah. Plus my 6. That's right.
Yeah.
So I'm
So
plus
15.
my dex. So, yeah.
Are you attacking with both daggers?
Yeah.
Okay, so that first one doesn't hit. Roll to attack again.
So it's not plus my dex, just plus my hit.
Yeah, that is your dex with that's
Yeah,
that's
that's
D&D
everything
Beyond
included,
adding
okay.
it. Yeah. So this is your offhand, not hit.
Nope.
All right. So unfortunately, you sidle up to this thing, but as you go to sink your daggers into it, they're not quite strong enough to pierce this like strange armored flesh, and you haven't quite like identified the places to hit them.
All right.
And you rolled those both with advantage.
Pardon? Both
Did you
with
roll?
advantage? No.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Roll them with advantage.
Because then I would roll again.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So there we go. 17.
Yeah.
And then, 10.
Okay.
So.
Cool. So that 17 will hit. You do slide your dagger down, thinking that you're not able to find a soft spot in its armor. You slide it down, and you do manage to stick one in. Roll for
In
damage.
its butt or in its leg?
In its butt.
Okay.
Why was that even a question?
I mean, I just wanted to know.
If I had the
You know?
choice, of course.
4 plus 3.
And it's a crit, so double up.
14. Wait.
No, I don't roll. So just,
No, 4
just
plus
double
3
it,
is 7
right?
plus 14.
You
Plus
can
7
either
is
double
14.
it or roll 2
Or roll it
dice.
again.
I give you the choice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to double that because it was my max.
Yeah.
So,
So 14, and
yeah.
then you also get sneak attack damage. And that will also be doubled because it is your assassinate. At
what is
D6.
my sneak attack based on though?
S-
for rolling, is it just
I
my
think it's
weapon?
just 2d6.
It's 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't say anywhere here.
The rogue table. It'll say somewhere in there in your feats. You're level 5. It is now 3d6 actually.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
are going
so
to
that is a finesse. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
I was wondering what a finesse.
and you're
what
going to
constitutes a
double
finesse
that as
attack?
well because
Cool.
it's
Do
a
you need
crit.
some D6?
So you need 6d6.
No, I get some d6.
6d6. Damn.
Heck yeah.
66 or because it's double.
It's a crit.
Whoa.
Enjoy.
Okay. We're gonna do.
Do you need 3
So
more?
that's 6, 10, 11. I'll just reroll these.
Okay, cool.
11 plus 12.
12. Awesome. So
23.
14 plus 12? Is that
11 plus 12.
11 plus 12 is 23
Yeah.
plus the 14 that you already
Yeah.
did. So that is 37 damage. So Bree,
Oh my
you guys just walk that soft spot that
Just
Bree
my
found in its
butt.
armor, in its butt, just slides that the dagger like
Oh,
in,
man.
and it just screams something awful. It blasts this like putrid stench into your face
Ew.
as it you put that dagger in its butt, and then a bunch of butt blood comes out all over you.
A bunch of butt blood?
Butt blood.
I feel like Bree would just be like, yeah, like she's really into it.
I feel like Bree's seen a lot worse.
She's leaning
in her
into the
job.
butt blood.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah.
Harper's like running up of like thinking, why didn't you do that with the giant? That was awesome.
No, that giant would have messed Bree up.
Oh,
yeah,
true, but
the big voice in the sky said, "Don't do it, Bree." All
Don't
right.
eat purple flowers unless you're Cassie.
This
Oh,
thing
it's not a
looks
good idea.
very
That's right.
hurt now.
Maybe you have to be purple to really enjoy purple things.
Could be.
Probably. So Harper, you are now giant. You saw that entire display. I'm gonna say that you probably see the butt blood coming out, but like Bree was so sneaky, you don't even know what she did to like cause so much blood to
You
like
just see
spill
blood.
out on
just
the
like
floor.
blood starts coming, and I know I've seen her fight. I know she's sneaky. I know about where she is, kind of.
Extra.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, I'm just gonna run.
Am I able to use my cunning action each time I take a turn, or is that?
Oh, it's a
is it
bonus
bonus
action.
Yeah.
Bonus
Yeah.
action. Could I like just like?
The only time you wouldn't be able to use it is if you had attacked with both of your daggers.
Oh, okay, but I just attacked with both my
Yeah.
daggers, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause that
that's my
uses your bonus,
Right.
yeah.
Yep. You're right.
All right, so Harper runs up to this thing. It is in a definite amount of pain as it flails around. But
goodness.
as it turns to look at you coming here, that glowing green sort of pierces through you. And basically what this is you have to make a DC 15 charisma saving throw.
Okay.
As this light just permeates your entire being, freezing you in the spot. You're suddenly overcome with insecurity.
What?
Oh no.
This is a new feeling for me. Can I roll and then add inspiration if I
Yeah.
need to? Okay.
kind of hope.
I'll allow it.
Inspiration ain't even gonna help.
Ooh.
5.
5. As you rush up to it and this thing makes eye contact with you, you feel its gaze pierce through you. You are not able to take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay.
And you're going to roll me a d8.
Oh.
Thank you to my dungeon mechanic Swiss for this monster.
Thanks, Swiss. 3.
3. Okay, cool. It turns and looks at you, and you feel that gaze sort of like permeate through you. You feel sluggish, like you're moving through a green, muddy light, but you can't really describe the feeling in more words than that. It looks like the creature's about to do something, but it does not. So basically, you just can't take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Okay. I don't know if I have any reactions, but good to know. Okay, so now I can attack.
Mm-hmm.
And now level 5, I have 2 attacks. They're both 2.
No.
That green gaze just Ed Greenwood. Thanks for the help.
God, Ed, we have to have a conversation.
He's gonna be so pleased about this.
All right.
Could you just picture him being really happy about
my
this?
big giant Harper is like insecure and sad now, and she can't even attack.
Don't worry. Bree's gonna stab it in the butt more.
Yeah, I'm going to, I'm just going to let this fail.
All right.
Okay.
It is now its turn. It's like flailing around, tentacles sort of like whipping through the air, really unhappy with all of you. And it
Amazing.
makes eye contact now. It turns around to see what just stabbed it in the butt. Makes eye contact with Bree. DC 15 saving throw, please.
18.
All right, you're good.
Yeah.
You feel that
So do you
green
want my
gaze.
charisma?
Yeah, go through you, but you just shake it off. You aren't affected by this. What you are affected by is it now raises its entire body and sort of just brings its tentacles down on you.
Shoot. Can I try to dodge that shit?
Your armor class will try to dodge that. So it is going to strike you twice.
Does that belong on the burn tower? Actually,
Armor class is gonna try to dodge it.
Ooh, that is a 15 and a 17 to hit.
Dang. Yeah.
Both of those hit?
Yeah. I'm only 14.
Little baby. This thing, no problem, brings its weight down upon you, hitting you with all of its might. You take 10 plus 6 slashing damage.
Slashing damage. Okay.
What are you at?
I was at 31 to start.
Oh, okay.
So
that's
we're
better
okay.
than
16. Yeah.
Health.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that it's probably feeling a lot of pain too. So I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
You need to make a strength saving throw, please.
A strength saving throw?
Yeah.
Lols. Okay.
Oh.
16. So 15.
Okay, awesome. As these attacks slam into you and sort of like push you down to the floor, you see its giant mandibles and those vines coming out of its mouth to sort of like engulf you, and they wrap around you, but you manage to like twist out of the way before those putrid things can like grip your entire body.
Good.
Yeah, real good. Real good. Cassie.
Wow. It's not that cute anymore.
It was never that cute in the first place, except for that little drawing.
And now it's spewing ass blood, so no, I'm not going near that.
My anus is bleeding.
Yeah, so, finger guns, and I'm gonna shoot it from where I am. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Pew pew.
Okay, I'm gonna say because Harper is so. Oh wait, no, you're 30 feet
can
in the air.
Sorry,
You're good. Yeah.
I'm gonna hex him first.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna,
Hex on which ability?
No, I'm just, which ability? Let's see.
Oh, did you guys hear my arm? It just cracked so much.
Let me go
I don't know
Dex.
if Ben heard
Dex?
that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
But... No? Okay.
So,
This is pretty
okay,
gross.
yeah. First one, wait, let me just
Sorry,
read what
guys.
I have. Against the cursed target, +2 bonus. Score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20. So that was a 19.
Uh-huh.
So do I get,
Yeah.
okay, so the
Crit.
first one.
Crit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Harper.
No. And the second one does not hit. Okay. So
Oh my
that does an
gosh, it's
extra
butt. It's
D6.
bleeding all over the place.
My anus is bleeding.
Let's do the damage rolls.
I
You know what
regret
that's
that.
from?
internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cartoons.
Old internet?
That guy got hired by Pop-Tarts to make new cartoons.
No way.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I did not know that. And
They are also very weird commercials.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait, is that the same video of my spoon is too
Yeah,
big?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
17 damage,
Uh-huh.
and because I have repelling blast, I push it up to 10 feet away.
Okay, cool.
Ooh.
Move it.
Wait, push into the ravine,
Where's the ravine?
right?
Is that a ravine?
Yeah, he won't really fit down that one. You'd kind of have to like pull him into this one.
But would he kind of like in a little bit?
I mean, you could try and see what happens.
I mean,
End
I
up
have to
prone,
push him that way.
maybe?
Yeah,
anyways.
yeah.
It's a straight line, so. So from here, like here,
Yeah.
10 feet.
That's kind of a wall, so he would go sideways. That black area is all walls. These ravines are
So
like
he'd
the
go here?
blue areas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He sort of stumbles over as he reaches that like gap in the flooring. He seems to be a little bit unstable on his feet, but that could also be his hex on his dex. Dex hex.
Dex hex.
Anything else for you, Cassie?
Nope. I'm
All
just
right.
gonna stay here.
He's looking rough. Not rough, sorry, bloody. Zara.
Bloody. All right. So, I am going to.
Oh, I should have. Sorry. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Should have tried to use my uncanny dodge.
Oh, for that attack, yeah. I always forget about that.
So question. I don't know if you can answer this. Is the green-eyed thing? Is that a concentration thing? Like, would he need to be concentrating?
It
on
seems
it?
like
Would
an
I know?
innate ability.
Okay, so he wouldn't need to be concentrating.
Yeah.
On it.
He is not a spellcaster. He is a slammer.
Right. So I am going to. I'm just gonna Ray of Frost him.
All right.
And hope it does something.
Roll to attack,
so
please.
I will. Where is my D20? Here it is. Okay. 15 plus. Well, I guess I don't know if I have a plus anything to attack.
Yeah, you should. If you go under spells, at the top of it, it'll say spell attack bonus.
Attack modifier plus 5. So that is a 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
Cool. All right. So for Ray of
What's the
Frost,
range on it?
60 feet.
Yeah, you're good.
All right. And then so when you reach 5th level, so it's 2d8 now.
Sweet.
Yes. Can I have another d8? Can somebody lend me a d8? Thank you. Okay. Amazing. That is 8 and 8. So
Nice.
16.
Nice.
Yay.
You guys are just messing this thing up. As you summon forth from the sky this bolt of bright blue light, you catch it in your fist like you're Zeus from the Disney's Hercules, and you just bowl it towards this thing. It screams in agony
Excellent.
as it hates it.
Amazing.
Hates it. Its speed is also reduced by 10, I believe.
Yes.
All right. Bree.
Okay, so. Okay. I'm going to try to like sneak in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna go for its butt again.
Okay.
Can I, if I can see the wound? I'm sure I can because it's
Yeah,
gushing everywhere.
yeah.
I'm gonna try to like rip it a new one.
Oh yeah, I forgot to get you to roll to hide last time.
Yeah. Okay. Roll to hide.
Oh my gosh.
Oh fuck. Not great. 13.
Yeah, it would have noticed you this time. So you
Yeah.
won't have your assassinate, but
That's okay.
Yeah, you will have. You won't have sneak attack either because you're not at advantage.
Nope.
But, yeah.
Nope. But I will have basic attack, which is something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna probably try to attack just with one dagger. We'll see how that goes.
All
and
right.
then I can decide what I want to do with my extra action because I can always
You
dash.
got
away.
it.
And I won't forget about my uncanny dodge this time if I do get attacked.
All right.
Let's try it. So, gonna try to swipe at it, try to rip it a new one with one of my daggers.
Okay.
7. I don't think that's gonna hit, but it's 13.
13 will not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So it only has one butt still.
Only has one butt still.
For now.
It's got to
I
be that
mean,
magic
yeah.
butt spot, though. You know, like you can't just hit the armored butt
I
spot.
kind of want to stay and try it, but I'm like worried about my health. But
Because you can disengage as a bonus action and not get that attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I also forgot. Because you weren't surprised, make me another charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Because it knew you were there.
That's probably not great. Just charisma?
They're having a good
4.
time.
It sneaks up, like, it sees you sneaking up, and it turns that green gaze over to you. Roll me a d8, please.
8.
8. It, like, as it sees you, you get, like, this green fog sort of clouding your brain and your vision. You barely even notice it as it raises one of its tentacled arms and brings it crashing down on you.
So I guess I can't uncanny dodge that, can I?
No, because you
'Cause
are
I'm
now
hypnotized,
confused.
yeah.
So it deals. Where are my d8s? I just had it. D8s. Did I give someone my d8s? What?
Do you want to tier? We have D8. D8.
I'm just so confused. Oh, they're in my dice tray. Yeah. That's okay. It deals another 8 damage to you.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Okay, and then am I like ensorcelled? Can I get out of there?
Yeah, you can get out of there. It just hit you.
Yeah. I'm at 7 health now, so I better get out of there. So I'm gonna dash away.
Disengage and
I'm
peel
gonna-
yourself away.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a disengage or a dash. I don't know.
Yeah, disengage is what you want. So as this creature lashes at you with its tentacle, you sort of just curl up into a ball and roll out of danger. Harper.
All right.
Hide behind the
So
corner.
with the previous thing, do I still feel like that sluggish green
Uh,
effect, or I feel like I can move enough?
You will have to make another charisma saving throw, or you can avert your eyes on its gaze and have disadvantage, which you would have had anyways because dim light.
Even with the dancing light?
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot about the dancing lights. Yeah. Never
Okay.
mind.
No, I want to make sure I can hit this thing, so I'm going to just run up to it.
Cool. Make me that save and throw.
Inspiration.
Cassie's flying above like, you got this.
11.
11 total?
Yeah.
All right, roll me a d8.
7?
That confusion, sort of like the same thing that happened with Bree. You just like feel this fog that you're trying to move through as you make your way towards the creature, but it just lashes out to hit you. It rolls. It misses you. All unfortunately, you're just a little bit too big.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately for me, I'm the DM. Unfortunately for it.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead.
Okay. 2 attacks. Let's see if I can get above a 2.
Is that 220?
Oh my god, that's so good!
And he gives gifts and he takes them away. What a silly Billy. Ed Greenwood, ladies and gentlemen. Look him up. He's a cool guy. He blessed our dice.
Also, sorry if we broke your ears.
I'm not
don't
sorry, that was
We
awesome.
don't have Ben here to
All right.
Yeah.
Double crit.
Alright.
Okay,
adjust
so
our volumes.
let's start. So 2d6.
Also, Greenleaf Geek. Thank you for the dice.
Yes, I'm going to even roll her amazing dice. So to start, that is a 4. I'm gonna roll again. 1 and a
4.
Oh,
It's another 4.
okay. So 8 plus 8 is 16. So that's the first attack is 16. Then let's just roll all these bad boys again. Okay. So 4, 5, 10, 12. Plus 8 is 20.
Nice. 36 damage.
There we go. Plus D4 because I'm enlarged. So 2D4, right?
Yes. Wait, would that be crit? Would that double?
Yeah.
So it
All
would be-
damage is doubled.
So
Yeah.
44.
so 44, yes.
Uh-huh.
Where's all my D4s?
I have some. if you
I
need.
have some D4s.
I have 3 here.
Is it D4s or is it D's 4?
D4s.
Okay.
Just one.
This is
There
just
you
me
go.
being
Oh, no,
like
actually, I
a
have to go.
English PhD
Okay.
pedant.
Come on. That was a 3, 6,
And 2 for it. And 2
Yeah,
twos,
so 10.
So 46 total damage.
You overkilled it by 21. How do you want to do this?
Okay.
You overkilled it.
Did we just 2 hit that? We just did a 1-2 punch.
I'm just so happy because everyone else, all my friends around me were doing such damage, and I tried and I failed so bad. So I'm like, okay, Cassie inspired me. She knows I got this. Zara enlarged me. She knows I got this. Bree's kicking butt. I'm going to show what I can do. So in the soft spot where the butt blood is coming up, I'm going to do the do the old poke and drag. So I'm going to shove my enlarged greatsword right into the spot that she made and drag out and rip her a brand new
Can Bree see it from around the corner?
Yeah.
Bree's like, yeah, rip it.
It's
Covered in butt blood. It's just like, yeah.
very dramatic. Double crit from Harper.
Harper does nothing else.
Harper, another kill for your book.
Yes. I just want all the kills.
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
know.
that's what's gonna happen. I feel like that's kind of your forte.
Well, we have in our beautiful notebooks given to us by our beautiful DM, we're starting a kill scrapbook, and now I have another one to add.
So cute. So cute.
I feel like you should do little doodles of like your past kills that we talked about in like Roll for Insight, and like have on the back page like just like remember when, memories.
Remember when I put my sword in that thing's butt? Remember?
Yeah. When I decapitated someone with a trident.
Memories.
All right.
Wow, awesome.
We should do like little heritage moments. Can we get like the Canadian heritage moment?
Oh my god, I completely forgot those existed.
like the little heritage moment thing, and then like that like a minute and a half of stream, and then at the end like the heritage moment.
We'll talk to our producer
Okay,
about
let's
it.
see if we can do that. That would be amazing.
All right.
He's gonna
Bavarian
like see you as
heritage
well and like
moment.
run to you and like just try to like jump into your arms and be like,
Yeah.
you did it.
And considering I'm so big, and I like catch her and just like with a parent carrying their tiny
love it.
child to bed of just like holding them
And I like
and
to
spin
assume
around.
We're probably just both like covered in butt blood
Oh,
and just
100%.
like loving it.
Yeah, I'm gonna like put you up on my shoulders as well, just to be like, oh yeah. Woo.
Is there you guys were doing some whoop whoops over there?
I was.
Some,
There's
whoop whoops?
another one.
Oh yeah,
I
probably
was.
some whoop
Oh,
whoop.
yeah,
Yeah.
that seems like something you would do.
Harper's
as
8
you're-
intelligence is
Guys,
whooping
we're
around.
too loud.
says Cassie from all the way back there. Nobody can hear you. But the whooping kind of dies down a little bit as you hear from behind around this corner something that sounds like sharp things being dragged on the ground. It's this screeching sort of.
The real boss.
That
was just
it's
the mini
the
boss.
second form. Yes.
It's a dragon.
No.
I don't know what it
That's
is.
because it's being dragged.
Is that all
It's
we
a
hear?
dragon.
Is that it?
Nah.
It's not a dragon, that's for sure.
It's dragon something.
It is dragon something.
I don't like it.
What do you guys want to do?
Fight.
Bree hears that and probably like immediately like rolls out of your arms and like tries to roll away. She got 7 health. So she's gonna try to like go
Cassie,
stealth
if
mode.
you
and
want
hide.
us
me
to
a
fight,
stealth?
you might want to. She looks pretty rough.
Oh, what are you at?
That was a 1. But I have +9, but it's still not 1. But it's +9, so 10 total.
I'm gonna fly all the way up.
All right. All the way up to 50 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hear that dragging noise enter this magical darkness that's just hovering between this alley, corridor, tunnel,
Yeah. Thing.
Yeah,
Space. Space. Lacuna.
and
vestibule.
Harper over here. You hear that dragging sound just scrape across here and stop in the magical darkness, and you hear heavy breathing.
Can I message Cassie and be like, can you see anything?
Can I?
Nope.
No. Everything's
magical
just
dark.
dark.
Harper like after like putting in enough effort to severely damage this thing is probably panting a little bit as well, and it's just eyeing the magic of like not sure exactly where to look, but just somewhere in there of like, whatever you are, I'm gonna kill you.
The creature does
Confidence.
not respond, but you do. get
I
the
didn't
sense
say that. That was just like the
Oh,
eyes.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well,
I've already done my whooping. I'm just like trying to glare it down. I don't know if Harper's ever seen like magical darkness before, so she just thinks like, oh, I just can't see because that's what humans are known for.
I
Just-
can't see.
that is their thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, this drawing is too big, but whatever. I feel like this drawing thing is actually going to turn out to be quite a bad idea because they all look pretty cute.
Is that
And not scary.
a wolf thing?
With the whip.
Yeah.
Wolf
So
tail whip?
I'll show you guys what this drawing looks like, so you can
But I
compare.
prefer this one. No, this one's much cuter.
yeah.
We're gonna stick
That
with this one.
Yeah.
I love them both.
Yeah. So
Wait,
I-
can Harper see this now?
yeah, he's just
It
stepped
looks like
out of the
little happy little
darkness.
stars.
And it is a medium humanoid covered in fur, but also covered in that rot and pestilence. You see like big pustules appear on his body around it, filled with that like bright green glowing liquid. His eyes are also glowing green. He's holding what appears to be like a flail that's made out of not any kind of material means. It almost seems like shadows that are holding these giant spiked maces that sort of swirl around him. He roars at you, and we're all going to roll initiative again.
Okay. Unsurprising there.
Fuck yeah.
All right, Cassie.
20.
Nice. Zara.
2.
Cool. Bree.
9.
Cool. Harper.
I did better than my previous 7. 8.
That is better. Cassie, just really on the hop today as she flies above you all in her dwarve. What you doing, Cassie?
Oh, now it's like flailing.
Yeah, now it's like, yeah.
You're going full superhero with the cape.
I know. I feel really snuggly.
Really snuggly.
Okay.
Like most superheroes, feel really snuggly.
Let me just see. This is okay. 60 feet. Is he 60 feet away from me?
You're 30 feet up also, don't forget.
I'm actually 50 feet
You're
up
50
now.
feet up,
Yeah.
so yeah, he is 60 feet away
He's 60
from
feet away? Okay, cool. Well, since you said he's humanoid,
you. Yeah,
whole person.
okay.
We're gonna do this again.
Murmur, how would you describe
so-
doing this hold person? Like, how are you casting your
Okay.
spell as you see this thing approaching you?
Whole person. I don't know. I'll petage some handcuffs.
Yeah.
And like kind of throw it over there.
As you do that and they approach him, he turns and looks at you, and his whole face splits into this huge toothy snarl, and he mutters something. Do you speak Abyssal?
Hopefully. Do I speak it? Nope.
No, you don't.
Yeah. So he growls something at you as he just snatches those handcuffs out of the air, and he drops them on his feet with a contemptuous look and snarls.
What's good, my
He's
dude?
speaking Sims.
Oh, the hold person didn't work.
I actually do speak Abyssal.
Oh, okay. You know that he says, I will not be chained by the likes of you.
I'm going to message Cassie and tell her
It's
that...
not your turn, so you
okay,
can't,
never mind. I'm not going to do that. Okay.
Boom.
Cassie.
Okay. Well, seeing that he threw away my cuffs,
You threw away your cup.
Just picturing Cassie like leaning back in the air, like,
offended.
I'm gonna look at Sarah, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay here, but I think you should go up and help them. So, and I'm gonna like throw you like a little pendant that I like a little pebble that I have a sack of pebbles. I'm gonna throw you a pebble, and that's
Throw a
my
rock at
bardic
her?
inspiration. It's like
you know how the Cassie thing to do.
you know how you go to the beach and you pick up pretty pebbles.
Yeah.
These are like my treasures.
You're just
You're
gonna throw it
throwing
at her
like
from
a
50
little-
feet up in the
from
air.
50 feet in the air, that's gonna like... Okay, like how can I I'm not very dexterous.
It's very tiny. It's like a pretty shiny little rock.
Oh no, I'm not concerned about like whether it's gonna hurt me. I'm concerned about whether I can catch
Oh,
it.
my bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna say it probably like clatters to the ground. next to
Okay,
you
and then
'cause
I'm
it's
just
pretty
gonna
small. Yeah, just grab it.
Use the force. Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
I like to imagine as you're doing this though, Jess, we're like, what is? Oh, I feel inspired.
I'm like looking at you like,
Rock.
these are my
It's very
treasures.
pretty.
Take good care of them. And then I look at the rest. I have like 5 left or something.
I'm gonna be like inspired by like the adorableness of you like giving me this pebble that actually has some kind of like
And
utility.
your dwarf just
You
floating.
feel
You're
slightly
right.
less. You feel slightly less inspired as this thing with its like glowing eyes and rot consuming its entire being starts its turn with a scream of just like pure horror that just reverberates around the cavern. It's just a full as it moves into attack Harper with 3 attacks.
Ooh.
I got this.
The flails move around its head, sort of encircling it. One whips into Harper's face. That is a 23 to hit. Make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh shit, that's a nat 20 on the second one.
A 5 for the saving throw.
Okay. This has been, as you are stricken with that first flail, you feel this like glitch happen in your brain as you just feel the urge to attack something. You're going to make an attack against this Flind. So just roll to attack.
That'd be a 19.
Yep, that'll hit. Do your damage.
9 plus 8,
17.
17.
Awesome. You instinctively just strike at this Flind. It's even through the haze of your madness, though, you see that grin just grow deeper as the second flail smashes into you. And this one just tears through your body. It hurts like nothing you've ever felt before, but it's not a physical pain. It's like deep inside of you, this pain radiates through you, and it was also a crit.
Yeah.
So this is going to be 2d10.
Okay, I can do that.
2d10 plus 8d10 psychic damage. But 2d10 is going to be 17 damage. Plus 5 is 22. What are you at?
20.
And
Oh
then
my god.
as that physical pain tears through you, that
was
mental
a lot of dice.
pain. Yeah, that is only half of the things. That's another 10, 19 damage.
We might have a cleric.
I'm up with 1.
Oh my god.
No.
And it was a
you're-
crit,
yeah,
so
no.
it was
right.
15
Still have your saving
plus
throws.
19,
Yeah.
Not if she dies.
34.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're prone, don't you have to save?
No, like if she overkills her, she just.
Yeah. She,
Yeah, if I
Oh,
do
yeah.
like her total damage,
Yeah.
like her total hit points again,
I've never seen
Yeah.
that happen. in D&D.
and that flail
she's
just
fine.
smashes into you. The physical pain wasn't that bad, but then it's tore through your entire mental, everything you knew, and Harper is down. With how much?
Like negative.
Yeah.
So the second one was 30.
So you'd be in minus 33.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean if you do double somebody's?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, like
I
their
thought you
total
just
hit
meant if you go
points
past their hit points. And
No.
I was
No,
like,
no,
No,
what?
no, it
What?
just means you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're unconscious right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the giant tower of Harper crumples to the ground. From your distance, Zara, you probably wouldn't have even been able to see the attacks because Harper would have been blocking your view, but you would just see her fall, streaks of blood running down her face as this creature just stands there with this bloodthirsty grin on its face. It howls and it echoes around the chamber in delight as it then moves towards Bree.
Can it see me? I'm hiding.
Yeah, you rolled a 1.
Yeah, but I rolled a 10. Really? Because I got my 9.
No, it
Plus
sees
9.
you.
Okay.
It moves up to Bree, but that'll be its turn.
Okay. Well,
Harper. No, not Harper. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Well,
no, Bree,
saving-
sorry. Bree,
oh, yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and get the hell out of there.
All right.
I'm going to disengage and then
Yeah.
and then try to
Back
book
up.
it, basically.
Go.
I'm going to try to go, "Meh," and then I'm going to go, "Meh." I think I would have. I'm wondering if I can like try to come around.
That would take another action for a dash.
Yeah.
Or
So,
cutting
was that
action
is that
to
just to
dash,
disengage?
right?
She cutting action,
Oh, okay.
disengage.
Sorry.
Wait, isn't it bonus action disengage and then action you can dash?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But she would have to use her action
Oh,
to dash.
yeah. For sure, yeah.
We have our things, our power. We haven't really used these power stones yet. We don't really know how to use them.
Use them to level up.
Yes,
Just
we
to
did
level
use them,
up.
yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you said there was some other.
Yeah, but that'll come after like a
Oh.
24-hour sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Lynn's like, oh my god, the cute little dog.
So I don't feel anything. Yeah. So I don't feel anything like from them, like emanating from them.
You feel power, but you don't know how to access it
Okay.
yet.
Damn,
And you're
I don't know how
scared.
to
Your friend
access
just got toppled in like 2 hits, and you probably would have heard her scream too. Like that probably would have been painful. And then this bloodthirsty thing just howling at the moon.
Just wondering if I try to go to save her.
I think you should
Before
save
we
yourself
run.
if you.
Save myself.
What are you at? 7?
7.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not looking good. And I like if I get hit like one time by that thing after, I probably will die. All right. What else can
What
I
would
do though?
Bree
Is there
do?
anything else I can do? What would Bree do? I mean, Bree would run. Bree's a survivor. She'd run.
Okay.
She wouldn't feel good about it, but she'd run.
That's okay. Bree, do what Bree does.
Yeah, Bree would run. Just trying to think if there's any other wiles I have.
We've upgraded a lot from that tiny purple flower that was attacking your hand a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right, 6 seconds combat. You got very little
All right.
time.
All right. I'm
Back up with-
gonna back up.
Back up with the bros. Cool.
Yeah.
Harper, death saving throw, please.
I add my con to it, or is it just
It's
a
just
straight
straight.
throw? Okay. I can't see.
5.
Okay.
The pool of blood around Harper spreads a little bit more. Zara.
So I am horrified. But I'm thinking, I mean, I'm a scholar, right? So, and it had said, I will not be chained by the likes of you, right? I'm going to cast Major Image
Okay.
and make it seem as though Harper is actually not dead, but actually gets back up as an even larger version of her enlarged self. And she's going to say in Abyssal, if you kill us, you will never, ever break your chains.
Interesting. This, you all watch as maybe you don't quite know what Zara is doing. You haven't seen her do this yet, but you see Zara whispering something fiercely under her breath, and you watch as Harper. You still see Harper's body on the ground, so you're not really sure what happens there, but she also rises up and extends over, and suddenly she can speak Abyssal. You guys don't understand what it means, but all you hear coming from her mouth is and the creature turns and stares up at her, growls and bares its fangs, but does seem to be frightened of this illusion.
And I'm going to have Harper say, turn around. If you let us go, we will break your chains. If you kill us, you will be forever chained. You will be forever trapped. You will never be able to die, and you will never be released.
It growls at you, at the image. But it does seem to have been affected by those words. And we will see what that effect is on its turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Cassie.
Yeah. I'm shook.
Yeah.
I would see that image and I would buy into it, right?
Probably.
So I
Make
would
me an
think that
intelligence
you're
saving throw.
Me?
Intelligence.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Suddenly I can read. 19.
You see, like, the graffiti on the wall. Dirk was here, and you're like, oh, cool.
That's That's
Yeah,
right.
you can tell that this is an image. You heard Zara like muttering
Okay.
her things, and you are able to discern that this is not quite real, especially because Harper's still dying on the ground.
So I see the actual Harper. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll wink at Sarah, because I know what you did. That was awesome. And I only have this. I'm gonna healing word
Okay.
Harper. So I'm gonna probably just whistle a little tune. Hopefully she hears. And I don't know how it works. Healing word. How many do you?
2d4?
Healing word. Healing word. Healing word. With the range 1d4 plus my spellcasting modifier. Yes.
Yeah.
Does she roll or I roll?
She rolls.
Oh, I rolled a d4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is my d4?
You are healing with the words.
True. 4 plus spell plus 5,
9
So-
back up for Harper.
and you're awake.
And Harper's enlarge would have been reduced again, I believe, because that is a concentration spell.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And then turning around, looking at Bree, I'm like, I can't heal you anymore, but hang in there. And I toss you a pebble.
Bree,
Bardic
like,
inspiration.
catches the pebble out of the air and is like, what the? Oh.
It's pretty. It's one of my favorites.
Bree can catch it because she's dexterous.
There.
Snatches out of there like nothing.
All right.
She tucks it into her bra.
Awesome.
It is its
Hold on.
turn. And the major illusion
It
of
stays.
Harper is still there.
Yeah. It's
it-
up to 6 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it looks confused. It looks like torn between like wanting so desperately. It's staring off at you guys in the distance and staring up at Harper, terrified of this major image. And it sort of takes a sidestep this way and then backs up a few feet. And just seems to be like uncertain and sort of biding its time. Next up, that'll be Bree.
Bree is the bardic. What does the bardic inspiration give me? Do I just feel inspired?
An extra d6 on your attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
This isn't really Bree's thing, so I think Bree's gonna.
Oh, chat wants to know what your healing word was.
Who? The
Chat, yeah.
My healing word? What was it?
Yeah.
The word that I said?
Yeah.
Get up, please.
Get up.
Can I eat it?
Wait, eat Harper?
No.
It's your words.
Those your words.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just. I don't know. I feel like the best thing for me to do is just like get out of there. None of my skills are really gonna come in handy here, guys. I could sleight of hand it, but that's not gonna help us.
You do know that behind you there is dwarves who are also fighting things. If you wanted to possibly double back and get help.
Yeah. I guess I could just be like, I'm just gonna roll away.
You just get on the ground, do some.
Yeah, Bree's
Play
like,
set.
I'll be back in a sec. And she just like rolls, tucks and
Needed
rolls out of the way.
elsewhere.
Yeah. 1 second.
See you in a bit.
Yeah. But she says it with like, she like gestures with like confidence, with like the look of someone who is pretty trustworthy. Like
Alright.
she'll be back.
Yeah.
As trustworthy as Bree can look.
Yeah.
I mean, as trustworthy as I can look, but she'll probably be back.
Cool.
Cool. So yeah, I'll try to go and get help. I'm very persuasive, so I'm sure I can convince people to come help.
Harper.
All right, so Harper gets up, like, kind of opens her eyes after hearing the plea of desperation.
Please get up.
Yeah. Opens her eyes, sees the image of herself towering over her. Probably didn't hear her speaking Abyssal. So get up.
You should
So the
definitely crawl
Yeah.
away.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the image is like there, and then I'm there, or something like that. So I can still see this thing is just chilling there. I'm feeling hurt. I feel like, oh, this thing really did take me down. Can I see my friends over here as well? Yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm gonna move away.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Proud of you, Harper.
I wish I spoke Abyssal.
I'm
useful, but-
like have my sword in my hand, but just like walking backward of like keeping an eye on it. Like I'm a little scared.
Zara.
So I'm going to continue to have Harper's avatar engage with it. And I'm going to say to it, we want to help you. We want to break your chains, but we can't if you kill us. If you let us go, we will find a way. But if you kill us, you will be forever trapped.
Roll me a persuasion or a deception.
Okay. That's a 26.
Ooh, damn. It like
Wow.
it lets out another
What's
one
a
of those
16
snarls. And a moment later replies, "You don't know what chains are like. You don't know what corrupts my soul." And it seems to be like snarling and fighting at something within itself.
And so do I have time to reply?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I can say, we're fighting the corruption same as you. We want to help you, but if you fight us, we can't help. If you help us, we'll work together to unchain you.
Those flails around him sort of spin in an agitated manner as they just sort of flail around in confusion and uncertainty. You're not really sure what effect this has. Cassie.
This is kind of scary.
He was so cute at first.
I know. So deceiving.
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay, so. Okay. I do have a cure wounds. I'll be the healer then.
Cassie's tightening the dwarf around herself. I got out of bed today for a reason.
I'm gonna like tighten it and then stick one finger out and fly over to Harper and then go boop.
Are you gonna boop her nose?
Yeah.
You're 50 feet up though.
Oh,
yeah.
shoot. That's a really far boop.
Yeah.
Darn. I don't know. 50 feet, so yeah, that would be 30 feet. How much would it hurt if I drop on her? Like a lot?
It's
Like, within 20 feet.
I feel like it would hurt you more
pretty
than
sure
it hurt
it's
me.
1d6 falling damage per
Ow.
10 feet.
Oh, maybe not.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Well, what's the range of the...
I think it's a touch spell.
So I gotta... That's okay. I'll just...
I still have my second wind, so I should be okay for a little bit.
Okay. Alright.
Especially if we're running, then.
Well, if you're going diagonally, remember it's not like down in the cross, it's like the hypotenuse. So it's like a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
Which is how
At the
much?
very least, it's still more than 30 feet.
Well, if you have to figure out like down and then across, and then like you can just do, then you could square
DM can't do that.
That's okay.
Sorry,
So,
DM's
that's
not
okay.
mathing that.
She's 10 feet away, I'm 50 feet up.
Yeah,
This
it
would
just
be-
doesn't really work out
Okay.
either way.
Yeah.
We're
You're
not gonna
50
math
feet
this.
up.
Yeah.
Either way,
50 feet
even
up.
if you're going at an angle or if you're up, you're still 20 feet higher than you need to be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
true,
true.
true.
Okay.
That's okay. I'm gonna hold my action. I'm actually gonna watch.
Okay.
You're just like
Cassie's just
observing this.
Yeah.
in the
Tiny
doorway. I'm not ready for this. All right, so it is its turn. It just keeps. It's like fighting with itself. It's sort of like torn in all directions. The flails are going crazy. It is going to attack the Harper illusion. So it moves up now
Yeah, you guys should run.
to here.
Okay, let me just quickly.
And it makes 3 attacks. And as soon as one of the flails bashes into it, the illusion shimmers. It stays, but it can see that it's an illusion, and it just snarls again. Trickery!
Oh, shit. Doesn't like that.
And it starts breathing really heavy again. After that first hit, it is now moving. Harper's still the closest.
Yep.
Okay, so it was here. What's its movement? 30 feet. So it was here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, just out of range. But it runs up towards you, foaming at the mouth now with a rabid look in its face as those flails just go wild and they swing at you but can't quite hit. And it looks angry. Bree.
Great. So I'm assuming I find dwarves.
Yeah, you find dwarves. You're like back out into the corridor now.
What are they doing?
They are like fighting other things. So you can see that like in that hallway that you just came in from, they're like smaller. They actually look like this guy, but like smaller, like gnolls. Yeah, they're just like gnolls. They're not tiny. They are medium sized, but they're all like corrupted with this rot. You see a few of them even have those like vine tentacles coming out of its eyes. Some of them have them like sticking out of its ears. And the dwarves are just like fiercely battling. You do see Nesva off in the distance, and she is sort of like directing the dwarves around her. Go there, hit that thing. Military.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So Nesva's the one giving the orders as to where people have to go. Fuck. Bree's like, damn. All right. Bree goes up to her and she's like, "Hey, Nesva."
What? Can't you see I'm busy here?
Yeah, I can see. This is busy, but we have one of these things, but it's like 10 times the size.
Oh, what do you want me to do? I'm directing troops here.
Well, I'm just saying maybe we could direct some of those troops over there so we can retreat. I think we should all make an informed retreat.
Persuasion. Wait, do you want her to put people in or retreat? Because those
I
are
want her
two
to.
different
I want
things.
her to get some people in so we can all retreat together collectively, militaristic like.
You also have your bardic inspiration if you need it.
My bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
I'm
you get a
definitely
D6.
using my bardic inspiration. Can I also use? What are these from again?
Those are political favor dice. Yes, you could use one of
Yeah.
those if you can give me a way that you could use one of those. You have the influence of, this is Cassie's bardic inspiration dice. This is the influence of the Gen Deal. This is the influence of the Altium. And this is the influence of DAC.
Right. So I don't think the Altium will be useful or the DAC, but the Gen Deal. The Gen Deal are the ones that are in charge of like.
Yeah,
everything.
they're the High Clan.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's try this first. See how this goes.
Okay.
So 6. So that's a 6 plus a 5 plus persuasion. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
So plus 9.
11 plus 9, dirt 20.
Dirt 20. And I'm going to use it
All right.
because I feel like I need it.
All right. Pitch me that Gen Deal favor.
All right. And I'm going to say, look, I know we weren't seeing eye to eye earlier, but we're all here. We're all on the same team. We all want what's best for the Avarian. We all want to protect each other and protect the forest. And right now, I need your help to do that. You know, we came here we were honored guests of the Gen Deal. And we came here to try to help the forest, for the Gen Deal, for everyone in the forest. So I'm asking you on behalf of the Gen Deal, who rule over all of this land and just want what's best for everybody. Especially to make sure that the right people are in power.
Roll for persuasion, or add that to your roll.
4 plus 4. So 24.
Nice.
Yeah, she sort of takes a longer look at you. She stops directing the people around you as she says,
You know Riviere, Don Gentile.
Yeah, actually.
You will tell Riviere about this?
Of course. I'm sure she would be honored to know that such a strong woman, such a strong dwarf is here trying to uphold this place when there's all this chaos going on under its current viz.
Yes, I do see that, and I appreciate you saying so. You are correct. Anton, Tinon, Rekas, go down there. Secure the defense. And you, my dear, have my favor. We will remember this.
give me my Gen Deal.
Deal back. Yes.
And she
she
sends
sends him over there.
3 dwarves in this way to help secure the retreat.
Cool.
Are you coming
Is
back
she also?
into here?
Yeah. I'll come with them. Is she?
You're
also,
kind of actually out of movement, so you can't go back in there.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but
I'll stay with her.
Yeah.
And be like, we got this.
Yeah. Is she also what?
I was gonna say, is she also planning on like we're sending people in and then we're all gonna retreat together?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
She says, secure the retreat. Secure the retreat. Fall back.
And Bree like does like an eloquent bow and is like, "What a smart decision! How lucky we are to have someone like you here with us."
Thank you. It is
love-
quite lucky.
I love how we spent so much time like dissing this girl of like, wow, you're just an awful biatch, and now it's like bowing and
Come
it's like, we
kiss
need
us.
you now. Can you just like be chill?
Classic Brie.
Classic political
Yeah.
styles.
Harper.
I like how Bree left the forest, but like somehow I feel like she belonged here the entire
Mm-hmm.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah, Harper looks around, sees these dwarves coming, and they're probably saying like, okay, time to retreat, kind of stuff.
Fall back! Fall back!
Yeah, that stuff.
And there's a woman there, and she's also like, fall back! Come back! There has to be a woman there now.
Yeah.
HR got mad.
By HR, do you mean me? Okay, cool. But she's the HR person.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Zara's
yeah.
the HR person.
Yeah.
Of the group.
So seeing that, taking a look at this monster again, like takes half a second to be like, okay, I'm gonna get you again someday, is what she's thinking as she turns and books it. Taking a dash as her action as well. And also, before I forget, second wind.
You can't.
Oh, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were movement and dash, not bonus action, dash and dash.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. We good.
It's a 7.
7.
So 16.
Cool.
Okay.
You're running away. You're like, all right, we got this. Putting a little Band-Aid on your wound, on your like gaping like skull smash wound. You're like, okay, we're good. Got this. Woo, woo, woo. Take a little jog past the dwarves. All right, guys, we're retreating. Zara.
I'm also going to retreat past the dwarves, but as I retreat, I'm going to message the creature with my own voice, but in Abyssal, and say to the creature, I'm sorry I had to create that illusion, but I promise you it's true. If you and everybody else who is corrupted will help us break the chains, we will break them for you. But if you fight us, you will die chained, or you will always be chained even in death. Please consider. And then I run.
Zara's gonna have the most badass familiar.
Maybe.
It'll be like
Cool.
once former corrupted something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just snarls in your drinks like all rad.
Yeah.
All right, and that is Cassie.
Yep, we're going home.
Bye.
Bye.
Is there anything you guys are doing to like secure this retreat, or?
I mean, is there
I think
any
the
like?
dwarves are-
Can we like?
there are dwarves there. Yeah.
Can we like
For now.
make rocks fall or something? Can I look
I don't
around
think
and see?
so.
Can I like see?
I don't think any
anything?
of you have magic like that.
I mean, I could
you know
blast
what?
it.
Actually, let me see what I have.
This is a little meta, but we'll pretend you guys are close enough to like yell instructions at each other.
I might.
I mean, I'm not even there, so
You know what?
I actually can't do anything.
I'm actually gonna cast Hypnotic Pattern at it.
Okay, message is a full action.
Oh, it is a full action. Then
Yeah.
forget it. Then I don't.
I will let you revise that to you just yelled that at him.
Sure. I
Okay.
just yelled it at him because, like, whatever, as I'm running.
And
but
now
then
you're gonna cast
I'm gonna
Hypnotic Pattern?
cast Hypnotic Pattern.
What is the saving throw for me?
16. Wisdom 16 saving throw.
That is a 22.
Shit. Okay, well,
You see the illusory, like, hypnotic thing appear before it, but again, it just punches it, and it just...
right.
Cassie's running?
Yeah, Cassie's running.
Move Cassie out of
Okay,
the way.
wait,
So you
is-
guys
which one is-
are
shit.
all
Cassie
out of
died.
here now.
No.
You're out of initiative,
Okay.
but behind you, you hear as the a roar, a howl as this flint surges forward. You hear the screams of the dwarves as the flails strike into them. You see the look on Bree and Nesva's faces, this horrified fear, and all of the soldiers around you also completely terrified now as these horrible screams just rip through. And then they are no more, and you hear the sounds of what sound like tearing bones and flesh as those 3 dwarves who secured your retreat have just been decimated. Nesva just sort of bites down. She says, "We must retreat. Hurry, back to the main citadel. The village has fallen. The village has fallen. Run!" And everyone just rushes out in a panic.
Is it saying anything else in Abyssal?
No, it seems to be busy eating them.
Yeah.
Oh, can I message it?
Sure.
Can I message it? Okay, so I'm gonna message it as we're all retreating, and say to it, "I'm sorry you made that choice. You still have the chance to save yourself, but not if you keep doing this. Take this message back to whoever is with you. If you stop fighting us, we will help you."
What you receive back sounds like it's not abyssal. It sounds like a series of like angry dog sounds and barks. Do you speak Knoll?
That is a good question. I don't think so.
I didn't know Noel had their own language. That's
They do.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The
They are
language of the
humanoids after all.
gnolls.
No, I do not.
Yeah, you don't understand. You would recognize it as Knoll, as it seems to have reverted to its like most primitive form of communication. But then, as the last vestiges of that message come, you hear the scraping of claws on stone as it's moving towards you. Nesva yells out again, "Move back! Move back! We must retreat!"
Okay, we're all gonna retreat. Well,
All
I'm
right.
gonna retreat.
You
I'm
flee.
running.
Bree's like
I'm running
gone.
like hell.
Bree's like out.
Yeah, I'm running like I have also been running as I've been messaging it. Yes.
You all flee through the darkness, Nesva leading the way with her dwarf contingents. There's a few of those gnolls still fighting as the dwarves beat them back and down. You see a few of the dwarves around you fall as they secure your retreat up through the tunnels. You make your way back up closer to the original fortress, but not completely. Everyone is just winded. You feel like you're in a safe area now, though, as Nesva just goes, "What was that thing? I heard it, such terrible sounds. You fought that?"
Yes, we
did.
Unfortunately, we were only able to get rid of the creature before it, but there's obviously something going on. I don't know. Zara was talking to it, I think.
Yes, I was.
What did it say?
Well, do you speak Abyssal?
No.
Okay, so I do, and I will tell you that it was talking about. First, it said that it wouldn't be chained by the likes of us. So obviously, it thought that we had something to do with this. But even after I explained that we wanted to help it, and we didn't chain it, and if it wanted to ever get out of its chains, whatever those chains were, that it would need our help, and it would need to let us live. It seemed to be fighting with something. It seemed to be the corruption is some kind of chain, or you know, it sees this corruption as a chain or a bond or something holding it, but it was too weak. It couldn't. It fought against this, and it said that we have no idea what it's like to be chained, and we have no idea what it is that chains it.
What is your passive insight?
My passive insight is
What is all of your passive insights?
Low. 11.
It's 10 plus insight, right?
Mm-hmm.
10.
Let me see. Wait, it's
It would
10
be your
plus
insight plus 10, sorry.
insight
Yeah.
plus 10. So I have plus 4 to insight, so
Mhm,
it's 14. Yeah.
Yeah, she seems, as you're saying this and she's hearing all of it, she seems to be taking it all in with growing intensity. She dismisses some of the dwarves around you, and they start to set up a makeshift camp, setting up their like magical means for creating fire and some like little tents. and bedrolls, and you expect that you'll be spending the night here in this tent, in this camp. And she says,
Chained by the corruption. This is very interesting. We have thought that there was a higher power of some kind that was controlling these monsters. Before the corruption happened, they were wild beasts, that mere problems, but now they suddenly understand language and military tactics that were unheard of before. Perhaps it is the traitor in our midst who is controlling these things and who is letting them in from the depths below and corrupting these monsters. You must find that traitor at all costs.
Well, who here speaks Abyssal and Knoll?
Who knows what languages people speak? I've never heard anyone speak those languages. It's interesting to me that even you speak the Abyssal.
Well, I'm a scholar. I learned in many years in the library.
Did you drop out of grad school, though?
I did.
She's back.
I did, but not before I learned to speak Abyssal.
Well, I can
Who would
say...
you suspect for wanting any kind of harm to come here? It seems like you all are pretty intent on protecting everybody.
We are all intent on protecting everyone, but in different ways. Some of us, Durin, believe that it would be best to ally ourselves with the other clans. However, I do not think that is the best course. The other clans have betrayed us before, have warred with us before, have removed dwarves from their numbers. I think that if anyone is not to be trusted, it is someone who would offer such friendship to others without knowing much about them first. I do not like Durin and his peaceful ways.
Is there anyone that would enjoy discord between all of you here?
There is always discord to be had among dwarves, I must say, especially with the polis choosing coming on.
It just seems like someone really wants to pit all of you against each other more than anything, to weaken the Lowa clan.
Perhaps it could be an underling of the new polis choosing coming up. There has been much controversy about my posting. As you should know, the Ivarian forest is based off of a matriarchal system. Yet the Lowa clan still maintains that we should have a traditional dwarven system of kings. However, the polis is usually a woman, but last choosing I was overlooked because I was not popular like the current polis.
Okay, so all right, but let's think about this corruption. If whoever is doing this either has the power themselves to do this sort of thing, or knows or is in allyship with somebody who does, who could that possibly be?
Not many of the Lowa have dealings with those outside of our clan. Who would have this power? I do not know. It seems to me something that is a deep magic being spread by, now that I think about it, have you noticed these green pustules around the place?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have seen, I don't know if you have seen this as well, but in some of the corridors, I have noticed this fine green, it's the same color, that horrible lime green pollen sort of sprinkled around. I believe that might be what is corrupting these monsters. If you could find the source of these pollen, or who is carrying it, that might indicate who the traitor might be.
The pollen.
Do we see that pollen around us?
You haven't noticed it.
Do you think that that's a very good point, and I feel like we should definitely investigate that. I'm also curious to know if there are any. I know that the Lowa clan doesn't normally have anyone that is a druid. Often there aren't many druids that are from the Lowa clan.
Dwarves do not make for great forest creatures.
When was the last time that a druid came out of the Lowa clan? Do you know?
Oh, it was a long while ago. And to be honest, they weren't really seen again after they left. They disappeared. 2 dwarves. I think they might have had a child before they left as well. But nobody has heard from them in decades.
What were their names? Do you know?
I don't quite remember myself, but when we were back at the fortress, there are some archives that perhaps could be checked.
That might be interesting because it seems like they might be people. Are they from the family, the Lowa clan, like higher up?
Yes, they were Lowa bloodline, which was so surprising when they
Became druids.
Yes,
of course.
became druids. It's
That's
very
so unheard
unusual.
of. Interesting. I just wonder if perhaps they knew things that might have been relevant to someone who wanted to betray you.
When you say new things, you see her face like noticeably twitch. But then she just says,
I'm sure they had many secrets that they kept.
And I'm sure if they were part of the bloodline, there are things they may have been privy to that other people would not.
Absolutely. The Lowa clan, we bury our secrets deep.
It seems like there are many things that you like to guard and keep from outsiders, which is good. See, it would be a great way to protect yourselves.
As we must.
Of
The
course.
dwarves are not well trusted by many, and we must protect ourselves and our ancestry and our integrity.
Understandably.
Well, if that is all the questions that you have, I must check on my remaining troops.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the archives tomorrow if you don't mind.
Yes, if we survive the night and make it back to the fortress, I will be sure to give you access.
I'd like to have a nap, if that's all right. I feel
Yes,
pretty
please.
tired.
Yes,
Yeah,
we will rest
long
here.
rest.
I will set up my guards to keep watch, and hopefully that thing does not follow us. I hate to think of what became of those 3 that we left down there.
Did they have families?
They did. I will be sending them tribute. Fallen in the line of duty. It is a tragedy.
and you see that she genuinely does seem like very upset by the loss of her soldiers who had to sacrifice themselves for her retreat.
Does she seem upset at us that we in some way contributed to their loss?
Roll an insight.
Okay.
And Bree,
That's cool. That's a 4, but it would
Plus
be
4, I think?
No, plus so 8. So
It would
no.
be at disadvantage also because you're still exhausted.
Right, of course. Except for I've been forgetting to do disadvantage.
Yeah,
on some
we
of the
all
other
forgot.
ability checks. That's okay. Well, that would be a 13 plus 4, but I have disadvantage, so it's an 8. So
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
Yeah, she just seems upset in general.
Okay.
Like she's obviously a lot less snarky than she was when you talked to her earlier. But she's not having a good time.
Bree's gonna assure her that their death will not be in vain. We will make sure that whoever has created this is stopped, and
Please
that
do.
the Lowa clan is kept as it should be.
Please do. It is very important to me. Oh my God! Somebody cheered us with a bit. Sorry, guys. Important moment.
That's
Our
okay.
first bit.
Oh, yay! Oh my gosh! I don't even. I don't know how to. I haven't been looking
I have no
at
idea how
chat
to do
because I've
anything.
been. focusing on
Anyways,
this.
yeah, she
Yes, that happened.
she says
Yes, please do. The integrity of the Lowa clan, it's all I've wanted, is greatness for our people. That is what I, as the future Polis, strive to bring to our clan. Greatness, glory.
and my boyfriend subscribed.
Yes, and Bree is going to just be like, yeah. As someone who has is proud of her family back home, I can assure you that that is all we would like to do for you and the Avarian.
Thank you. Now I must attend to my troops.
Yes.
Sleep well. We will alert you if anything crawls out of the darkness.
Let us know as well if you need someone to stand guard with you. It would be my honor.
Thank you. My guards, I think, will cover the watch as you seem very badly injured. I'm sorry we got off on the wrong foot, but I hope that you will be able to help me in my vision for the Lowa. I want us to move forward, not be buried by our pasts.
Agreed.
I'm just too tired to even respond.
So the camp is set up around you. Some rations are handed out. They're nothing glamorous. Some jerky, and
Glamour.
you guys get 2 tents. You share 2 to a tent.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to do before we wrap up?
No.
No, I think
Harper
we're good.
barely eats, and as soon as like their tent is set up, she just crawls into bed and is. She's been noticeably quiet this whole time and has been just looking at the ground, feeling very beat up.
From an
But-
ultimate victory to an ultimate defeat.
Very much, very much. She's feeling this.
Retreating and
defeat.
living is not defeat.
Not to Harper.
Yeah.
Those dwarves could have been us. Was
Yeah.
all Bree's
Yeah.
thinking.
I think Zara's gonna go and crawl in next to Harper, but not like in a like weird kind of like hitting on Harper way, but rather just like in a sort of like just in her own sleeping bag, but just kind of like
Companionship?
like thankful that like Harper survived, and thankful for whatever, and just like sort of almost feeling a little bit proud of herself, like yay, I have some kind of utility, but also just completely terrified, and also sort of racking her brain as to like what in her like what could have come up like maybe if she thinks hard enough she can think of something that from her studies, from her years in the libraries, that could help her understand this. But for right now she's just so tired, she just wants to go to sleep.
Are
You
there
have-
any like dwarves as well, like chilling?
Yeah, like she had like a contingent with her with about like 15 dwarves.
Okay. Sorry, you
few
go
fell.
ahead. You go ahead.
I was just saying that you both lie there in the darkness with your heavy hearts and heavy thoughts, and I'm just picturing the two tieflings in the tent next to you, like, get out of my face, Bree! Cassie, move!
Quite.
I
Cassie's
remember
gonna like
that.
get kind of annoyed and just walk out of the tent because you're taking up my space.
I feel like Bree's actually probably Bree's actually gonna probably let Cassie like have the tent for a while and be like,
Oh.
sorry I woke you up like that earlier.
It's okay.
And they're like dwarf
Already
tents
marched
too,
out.
right?
Yeah.
So they'll be like
Yeah.
really small.
They're like very
They're
small,
like
very
extremely
small.
small tents.
My
Yeah,
tent is
especially
like
for
5
us.
foot.
I also imagine Cassie just like sleeps like starfish as well. So
yeah.
yeah.
With no
across,
consideration
super
for others.
comfortable.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bree's going to, if there's some like dwarves like sitting like by a fire or doing, I don't know,
There's
just
no
chilling.
fire, but they
Yeah,
do.
just chilling.
They are sort of
right,
like
right, no fires.
they have their magical
globes.
stones around
by
here.
their
They're like
globes,
Magical
things.
barbecue.
Magic barbecues. She's gonna go over and see if she can like sit with them and like have some ale and sing remnants of like songs, like old dwarven songs from like Waterdeep that she would have probably learned like
Yeah.
being, and like share that with them and like see if they have songs to share and just try to like make friends with the dwarves.
Yeah, they seem very grateful for your company, and they like sharing back and forth their songs. Obviously, you don't sing too quietly because you were kind of just running
Yeah.
from a big scary monster, but
yeah.
you know, you sort of
Whisper
like
sings.
they share some laments of the fallen dwarves with you, and you sort of like hum that in low tunes together, and they pass around a skin of ale. They thank you for your help in the fight and
Yeah.
for sounding the retreat. They are all very friendly, but sad. There's a woman there who is especially despondent. One of her husband would have fallen in the retreat, but she's like very grave. But she does like, nod at you and pay you respects for saving all of you. And her husband had to give up his life for that. And
Was that one of the guys that
Yeah.
like just
yeah.
Oh man.
Oh,
Cassie's
man,
gonna
that's
see
rough.
that everything's really sad. She's probably gonna go check up on you two real quick, peek in your tent, see that both of you are kind of just down in the dumps, and then she's gonna find a spot where kind of like everyone's, she can see everyone, and uncharacteristically she's gonna sing for the first time with a little lute and a song of rest a little bit, just to try her best to make everyone feel better. But she's wrapped up in her duvet as well, and kind of grumpy because that was my tent.
This pile of dwarve just drumming a little lute, lets out a baleful tune. Roll me a performance.
Okay.
Or sing. You don't have to roll if you sing.
Ooh. Can you sing all dub?
I could try. What would you like me to sing?
Any Disney princess song?
Oh God. Which one is most appropriate?
None, it's all copyrighted.
Okay, yeah, no, okay.
Twinkle Little
But she
Star.
can perform.
No.
That's within the laws. If you perform,
Okay.
as long as it's not like we're not getting paid for the performance. I think.
Yeah, I don't. Gosh, what is like a sad Disney princess song?
Or like a hopeful one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like
Here. Okay.
Reflection
Well,
from
I'd have to.
Mulan.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
Give
the
us
way
bits
being,
for singing. Bits for singing.
No,
Yeah.
don't pay me to sing.
I feel like Brie would have been
think
like
that's
whistle
not
while
allowed.
you worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was hoping you weren't gonna ask me to do something, but I was like, that's all I got.
Chat says part of your world.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, she is part of a new world now.
That's
so.
true. Okay. Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? Look at this trophy. I love that you guys are like treasures untold. How many wonders can one cavern hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got gadgets and gizmos aplenty. I've got who's its and what's its galore. You want thingamabobs? I've apparently got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to be where the people are. I want to see them dancing. Walking around on those, what's that word again? Feet. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of your world.
Yay! And credits.
Roll credits. The dwarves are all rejuvenated. They all clap and applaud, and even Nesva, you see a little tear roll down her cheek as the song is absorbed into her. We'll pretend that was Cassie's voice. That was just
Oh no,
dubbed
that was
over.
awesome.
this
Our
one's-
wizard
this
can
is-
sing.
But like, well, I'm gonna multi-class as a bard, I think.
Yeah, do that.
But also, like, but you guys all helped. You guys all sang with me. It was roll for
fun.
damage inspiration.
Don't sue us, Disney.
Don't do
Thanks.
us, Disney. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, so you turn in for the nights, ready tomorrow to face another day of darkness in the depths of the Lowa Klan Mountain, and we'll be back in 1 week, which is exciting. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for playing with me, my friends. This has been Roll for Damage. We are now weekly, so you will see us again for the next chapter in the Lowa Klan saga.
On the 20th, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
Swish just commented and said, all the dwarves feel very inappropriate that their lives under the ground were just devalued in song.
That's true.
No, they feel uplifted.
Yeah. No, I'm
They'll like
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
Trying to connect.
Yeah, we're trying.
So
empathy.
my name is Lily. I have been your dungeon host this evening. You can follow me on Instagram at justalil.nerd. If you want to actually talk to me more, check out my Discord server in the panels below. I talk a lot there. I have many friends there. We talk about D&D. We run games. I run games there. So if you want to play a game with me, check out the Discord server. Tavern, here's your cue. Get another loot token if you're around. And yeah, we are very excited about this. So if anyone wants to cheer us, help support us, we got bits. Hit that subscribe button. Check out Patreon. Check out Ko-fi. Just, you know, like, money is useful. And thank you. Thank
Or
you
just
so
watch
much,
us.
Ask MP, for your 100 bits that you gave us.
What?
Thanks. I don't even really know what that means.
What does that mean in terms
It's
of
a lot.
real-
It's a big
It's-
number.
It is some. Yeah. Thank you.
Ask MP, thank you very
Yeah.
much for your support.
Thank you guys.
All right,
That's so nice.
outros this side of the table.
Outro. Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Jess. You can follow me on Twitter at Dr. Jessica Langer. And I love this thing, and we are all so happy to have you all watch us, because like I look and I'm just like, you guys are all watching this. This is amazing. Like this is we do this because it's fun, but we also do this because it's really fun to like have a sort of connection with all of you people who are into the story as much as we are. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the bits. Seriously, guys.
Hey,
That
bits.
was like amazing.
What even does a bit mean though?
A bit is exciting.
bit.
It's a bit.
Okay.
It's a tip.
It's a bit.
Amazing.
But it's 100
I
bits
haven't
is a lot
gotten
of bits.
tips
It's a
since I was like
tidbit.
21
A
and
tidbit.
worked at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing.
so thank you for that. Also, if you guys do enjoy singing, sometimes I do streams on this awesome server called Bigo. It's basically an app. So if you guys ever want to follow me on there, all that stuff is on my Instagram. Join me. I do singing streams. It's really fun. I play instruments. It's fun. So if you wanna sing along, it'll be fun, and you can join me.
She's also got a really, really, really nice voice. So listen to her
Oh,
sing.
no, no. My voice is all right, but you can do song requests. You can sing with me. I do funny accents. Lots of cool stuff. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. Seriously, you guys are the things that make this happen and that make us all come together every week. So thank you for doing that and giving us that gift.
Yes. Thank you so much. And outros on this side.
Again, thank you. Everything has been said of just thank you, thank you, thank you. Even though my character is just like almost like getting into a depressive episode, but we'll see about that later. Thank you so much. Again, my name is Megan Gibson. Follow me on Twitter, Meg Gibson. I'm most active there. Retweet a lot of D&D stuff. So talk to you there, and we'll see you next week. Or Saturday at Port Hope.
Yeah,
Yes.
come out to
Yes.
Port Hope,
Come out and
Ontario.
say hi.
Which is really a place. Oh, and we're playing in the band shell that was in the film It.
Yes.
So hopefully we don't get killed by a clown.
No
We-
problem.
we
But
were
if we
there.
don't, yeah, we were there and
We
we,
were
didn't
there.
get killed. We were there and we saw
Yeah.
Meg at Greenwood and we
Yes.
didn't get killed by a clown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no clowns.
Yes.
So we should
No
be
clowns.
good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maxine.
Yeah, so I'm Maxine. I'm a Roll for Damage exclusive. I'll see you next week.
Only here on Roll for Damage. So thank you, everyone. Again, if you want to win some sweet dice, if you want to check out my giveaway, everything's in the panels below. Roll for Damage on everything. Thank you so much again. I hope you have a great night, and we will see you next week. Roll for Insight will be canceled this week as we will be in Port Hope, but we will see you here next week on Tuesday for the next episode. And that is that. Good night, folks. Bye.
Thank you.
Oh, and thank you, Ben. Can we play already?
Thank you,
Our
Ben.
producer.
Thank you,
Can
Ben.
we play already? Who hung out with you in the chat? Yay, go follow them. Okay.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.